The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobe Rutela. It's exactly 4:13 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:13 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative, most listened to political show on the planet right now. We are live across the world. We are live in Africa. If you want to watch us live on TV, go to what's the name? Multi-TV, search us on Multi-TV, Loud Silence TV. You get us live on Multi-TV. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We're also live on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook this evening, streaming live on Loud Silence TV. With all due respect, it's our official Facebook page. We are live right now. We are also live on radio. Go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You can listen to the show live. And also, if you have an Apple device or an iOS, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We are back again tonight to discuss Ghana. The Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, is in the news. She has taken over Ghana. The news in Ghana. What we'll be doing tonight is we will break down how things are going for the Chief Justice. We heard from the presidency a few days ago that the president has forwarded some petitions to the Council of State for them to deliberate on it and also after take the next action. The Chief Justice and his boys from the NPP, led by the half-foot Godfrey Dame, they have flouted a lot of things, a lot of rules in this country which they have to face the law, but they have decided to exhibit the highest form of ignorance and political foolishness. Tonight, we will take our time, break it down for you to have a clear understanding of what is going on in Ghana. If you're watching me tonight, Freunia, Naunia, and Freunia, Kevin Taylor and Ghost team are live tonight. And we apologize for the late start of tonight's show. Kevin Taylor is back. Nationwide, worldwide, everybody is here to listen to the truth. Inti enyumbre yabeju jansem no mu emagana for ehunu kre no be ndabe miuni na President John Mahama ede eye assembly free presidency beka kire Ghana for say eye Chief Justice ne honsem biaba ma nipa bi akiro ne honsem say waye nnwome bi a sebio adwumadi a odi no emfata o se atwene to akonwa na President John Mahama onye president a sebio oyejimi for to say Omubia Omobaye no or the Sakrata na the Akoma Council of State so omuhwehwem na omuhwehwem na so muhu se sebio ensem na eye nipa na omde petition de bae no e wongyina so a na de ewo ho no omaye ende yate se eye Godfrey Dame a oye former attorney general oye criminal obi anim so oye kromfo a obu nkotodwa ne nan mienu nyina ntumi nsiwo one MPP phobia omoye Chief Justice ne mma osono maame ne mma oma pre Supreme Court ye nyoma bi wo ho enyumbre ye bedwudwam Ghana for ehunu kure no de ekọ ene de eba efa Chief Justice ho. In fact, so we tie in some na I said Chief Justice tankasa dia tum say I say we deep boni bi because se me menye boni na metia na wo kam o cancer ma emfa me ho. So we read them near say kromfo wonya kromfo a how. But it looks like the Chief Justice is Russian. She is making people do things. It is making her look like she is guilty about something, and I'm so surprised. And I believe that the president, with a good heart, he wanted to protect the Chief Justice. And intina when taking a unilateral decision, say, okay, petition about me send me bulldozer me way through because I hate the Chief Justice. But the president loves the Chief Justice. The president believes in the rule of law. The president, John Mahama, onim say or say yedem ra juma into say amrano yenkoso yendiso se ne beya Chief Justice odono no asembia sebio obi ntumi nkofa asemo enhye no ana entwa asemo nto no so. Then so it is looking like the Chief Justice of Ghana no bibinti I say jitri kakra ono ankasa set up gang to go after the presidency, go after the law. It is looking like Chief Justice is guilty, but nobody has said she's guilty about anything. The president is protecting the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice doesn't want to be protected. Mentiasie. Chief Justice, the President of the Republic is doing everything possible to protect you by using the law. But you also don't want the President to protect you. Why? And these are some of the questions Ghanaians are asking. Is the Chief Justice really somebody we can trust? Because the President is using the law to protect you, to at least give you a fair hearing. But the Chief Justice says, no, I want to use MPP dogs. Because Echira wa BB ana unim say bia boni bi na we di ntina ama Chief Justice no enyumbre ana ende ofrefre MPP emwa ne so mombra no monko court no no angasa enye ne selehen na selehen no ye wia no da kofa Black Star team no de akwa Sudan yeduru wa ebedwum ama wiase nyina ehudi e komedin e de Kevin Ekobedu Taylor oma obobo mechi dom no the ghost team no they are on standby all over the place. They are making sure say asem ya de bebro ha bia na yahwehwem apensem mu. Spider, just it was like 2-3 minutes ago. The ghost team are putting everything together to make sure say the beba ho nyumbre nyina no solid. One here nyumbre show no ye bepon exactly 10:45, not 11 Ghana time. 10:45. I need to take care of something to 10:45 no and ye bepon. My daughter is having her artwork has been picked. Every year her artwork is picked for exhibition. This year Zara's artwork has been picked again. So I have to be there to watch my daughter's artwork. So many people coming around to see it. Inti, a big deal for me. Every year, Bia, my daughter, she's a smart kid. Inti, I have to be there. I have to support her. I need to make sure say, I leave for the place. So we might end the show, or we will end the show before 7 p.m., which is before 11 p.m. in Ghana. Now, again, Nash is watching us tonight. Nash is watching us tonight. Tonight is Nash. All right, I can see Nash. Nash. I'm saying Nash, not Nash. Nash is watching us. Florence Adono is live on YouTube. MFA Udru Kwatin is also live on YouTube tonight. Thank you very much. Ahwa Derek is live on YouTube this evening. Also, Louise is watching me this evening. Noah Alawiye is watching me this evening. Emmanuel Tete is live here on Facebook. I can see Uja. I can also see Justice Agbesi. I can see Serenity McCarthy watching me tonight on Facebook. Evans Osetutu is live here. Thank you very much. Isaac Atinoto is also watching me. If I got your name wrong, I'm sorry. The pronunciation, I'm very, very sorry if I got it wrong, but I respect you. I respect your names. Linda Saxon is watching me tonight. Rapson J is live here. Issa Abdullah is watching. Kevin Telegosti. Good evening to Deportee. Deportee, all the way in the Bronx. Deportee. Good evening to Deportee. Big out, my friend. Big up to yourself too. I'll link up with you. Deportee. All right, and good evening to Frank Williams. Good evening to Sylvia McCarty. Good evening to Sahadatu watching me tonight. Maggie is here, and also Solomon Osei all on YouTube tonight. And also Dignity is watching me. Akosia Tina is live here. Mohammed Yakubu is watching. Kevin Telego's team around the world, across the world. This is With All Due Respect extended version. We are streaming live from our studios in Washington, D.C. We are across all platforms, everywhere. Bloggers are ready to take pieces of food from me. And your bloggers, they are waiting in line. They are waiting. Boss, Abba. They say, Obi, are you ready? Screen recording. Is it on point? Bloggers, when you're ready, Kevin, tell Abba, charge it. My fucker can't go my watch. Waiting ye. A baby, the other no boy. But I'm not ba. My fucker can't go near Fangirim. Bloggers now ready. Hey, a screenshot to be Kevin the on your bar. Sikangwa. Sikani Kevin Taylor. I don't know. Matisse a Bloomberg aba. Or say 18 million has made him a good man. Hey, Fosu Bloomberg. No. Kennedy Japan. Medo no homo Kennedy. Oh, Kevin Taylor. Oh goodness Lord. Medo Kennedy. No homo. Ain. Yaso abagana any educator be sure when you ever kwa no beko when you ever kwa any ba omi awasam when Jimmy MP before. All right, now let's go straight and take our business. Team, are you with me? Should we just hit the road? We don't have enough time today. Nyash, Mr. P, Mr. S, I've told you guys, make sure you call Nash. When you call Nash, tell him to change his name to something. Because anytime me who ni din wa bia na born wrong. Ni din is Nash, Nash. Anya Nash. Nash Nyashi. Nyash unim Nyash wa sama ko bisa Eve Adam. In some na church be rebe nyina Nyash na kofa ba yo. Say ade no Adam. Time na omo garden nim no. Hey prophet no maba. Omo garden nim no. Ena ade de kosi nyina ne say na onyame take rest so nyankopon oyemfantini. Akwa bi ni Bible. Nyankopon mfantini. Into the time no one wu Yesu. Na Nyankopon se there or take nap kakra. Ai, oko heaven amfantifo nko o heaven once antini o. Heaven plating yes is amfantifo so me tie omu ndu. Heaven dey amfantifo nko na obehu nzemafo kakra apokanye ai epremotwe. Omo so omo ho oko heaven nzemafo kakra enkranfo ndi. Enkranfo oko heaven a met my children, you will be out of heaven. In craft over heaven, and craft woman walk kitchen. I am dear heaven do kunonia day, omo ye mukonia, in craft for the heaven there, oko heaven kitchen, heaven restaurant in ya, in craft for there. Heaven, Uncle Soba Yankupon Fia, omo manage theatre administrators no, Uncle Brew, Mrs. Hollandis, Mrs. Bent, Omri and Fantafon, Yankupon Fia Fantafon. But so do have is now open, Omo to about dog chain. You go as on the phone on your market or town into do heaven first light as on phone you got I swear hell I'm no more bonte and of turn more doom obia begiri de entafo no more de omo entafo no more heaven no omo de omo hyeda eba eye o say wadru heaven no area tunton koko ne de entafo ne ton ai koko papa no heaven e koko ne entafo no ai mumuni eye fatimata omo no heaven entafo no mton koko heaven ai opa mo fa wasa mo ko bia nka ne de na eye hwanfo biom bonofo oba heaven omo no dua koko bayira ne ade obekọ na bonofo mo gu heaven east coast heaven east coast bonofo omo gum ena mo dua koko maye ena eye koko ne ade na aka hwan mo aka hwan mo awonafo oba heaven a una form no munya nkra no omo no munya nkra no ai oba heaven a your area bi efe no awona lane omunya nkra ma Nyankopon enti Nyankopon ne pet bi nkra ai omunya bi no mo wi bi nkra emfa ai awona fo omo wi okra nyina enti aisa Nyankopon de rules bi by say heaven no e sia be so wi okra e so de ba na Nyankopon sign it because na nkra mo heaven omo 33,000 awona fo de wi be 18,000 na de aka de ehu enti usaba heaven a omo ka enkrama no so frafrafo ai obeko no ma dress nkraman o ho na tumu nkramam ya beauty contest ni ade ai busa akwei obeko ba heaven frafrafo na nye Nyankopon nkraman no mo hwe so omo gurum nkraman beko no twetwa nkraman dua nice na nkraman ai fine enti Nyankopon pia bo se nkraman omo so Nyankopon de embago akoto omo so Nyankopon yi de nikakra omo awe nkrama no na omo 88,833 amafo no we 88,000 frafrafo jai now asemena na make up da kopia ha anya hia na do kopie nya hia na de makopie heaven eyimu frafrafo. All right, okay, let's go. My team say enko. Enti nyachi nya na Nyankopon garden nim. Na Eve ya ye Eve ya. Okofu dua. Tata so motwa ahaban, unima ahaban and leave atartaro mo because privacy. Na ofu ahaban no ofu dua no. Na anke pa no. Enti na Adam or bon kofie, unimu kofie. Na okuta ho aso no otutu from. Into done the na nyas. And then I go for a problem in buy. All right, guys, I watch 2 minutes. We are doing the show.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer my. I watch it. It was for Belgium. It was Belgium. It was Belgium. Why round?
All right, welcome back to the show. It's exactly 4:26 p.m., 8:26 in Ghana. Remember, who boy be bia kromfo. Yadi mumu yani me ya wumu ye mumu dada ma mumu ena meni asefra. Inti me hu hwe na mente hwe. William Anefi Sapon, he's a criminal. Oye wi. Mama na djuma 2 person onye, oye wi. Me ye mumu Mentiasem, and I'm in your source as a fra. Into me, who dear call. The answer me to me show so. Me bibia, the miniman say, William Anefi Sapon. This boy is a criminal. Baby, I say, who do not do business with this guy. Akwa we mama na djuma 2 pen am so onye in this world. Ewe asase we mu. Me say onye den on be kan kire Ghana for so oye medical doctor because that is what he has been boasting of. On from the certification make sure say oye medical doctor. And a 20 seconds pe on be kan kire wiase nyina say until any gold zook meeting mu emfa John Mahama picture and then the picture and kire Arabians and country omo say omo be invest to Ghana with gold zook mu na at the end of the day no obema mo millions of dollars do omo money ska. 2 things. This boy, he's a criminal. Your friend Williams Anefi Sapon. Mami body dini bi mu kire mo. Williams Anefi Sapon. O see ade bi twetwema me hombra bi clinic bi o see ene dia. That clinic is not a clinic. What they are doing there, they are destroying lives. A Spintex Medical Clinic. A clinic. Omuni certification papa biya. William Anefi Sapon is a thief. Oyewi. Nobody should do business with this boy. Until this boy comes out to tell the world that he's a medical doctor who has been certified by the Ghana Medical Council or Dental Council. You see, you need to be certified. You need to be certified. You need to have the documentations. Enya ding, enisa ya dimao. Inti ombra bontene na ombe kanchire wiase nyina say ono oye doctor ni certification ni onka Ghana Medical Dental Council so de onko ji certification mra kwasia unim ni bon ni deal no ne papa enso ye kromfo. This man has been entertaining and helping this boy to steal. This man has been helping this boy. Man way and then the bushing for he knows about this boy's corruption. He knows this boy does not have a certification as a medical doctor. He knows this boy is a criminal who is using the president's name. Until they should come out and tell a Ghana say this boy in a certification and this boy has not sat in any meeting to use the president's name. This is the boy's mother. She's a criminal. Me say, me who be biao, me menteshi, me dem American and be show. Me try me taxes my US government. Anything I can Japan ba America or see membra court no or co American court no me dey bre. Inti me menteshi, me dem ni man to America. This boy ne ma amini, ne ma ameso your kromfo. The woman knows about this boy's crimes. Inti be biabe woman we bia no. This woman she has not been able to tell her son to come on social media, come on TV, release an official statement, read it himself on TV, live Facebook page, 10 minutes, 5 seconds, to tell the world he's a medical doctor. Mami wait him send the from for. They are liars, they are thieves. Whatever they eat today is from scam, it's for criminality. Neba we Arabians bia kwatena dem say na damfo ne John Mahama obo din wo meeting nim. Me pese obeka se onye saa. Obodini John Mahama ne onane picture kire omo say na damfo ne John Mahama boy we mami we nim. So muhune obebia oyewi, don't associate yourself with this criminal until he comes out to tell the whole world to say he knows nothing. He has not met any Arabians. He has not sat in any Zook meeting to mention John Mahama's name as his friend, and also Gold Board is something that he is part of. Secondly, he needs to come and show us a certification, or a medical doctor. Because he has been walking around the country saying he's a medical doctor, certified by the Ghana Medical Council. Even in his first letter, Bina Oman law firm Troy, in his own letter, he said he has been certified by reputable institutions in Ghana. I'm waiting for the reputable institutions. You have shot yourself in the foot. We want to know the reputable institution that certify him as a medical doctor. So, I am not done. I will be back again tomorrow. These are his kids, his siblings. These are his siblings. They are also part of the crime. Especially boy we on fraud. No? So they should go and tell their father enkwara we kan chom papa said da adentina Williams onya saade we na wudin ehun tono ma adena William onya saade we na wudin ehun tono adena mon kan chom papa say da ye bra onye boni a on meka na obi asem fa na asem nko ye bra so ye doctor on for the certificate nchire mo bra ye kronfo mo papa so nim se mo bra ye kronfo mo papa ye kronfo mo ma amene so ye kronfo mo de munim de ba anka munyina matete ebi be ko jail very soon o meda jail omumpie biem to exit jail and see biem people will spend the rest of their lives in jail 10 to 25 years amanfo be ko jail mo use dey agro hu ya ye din o ene ye hwe concept no ya ye din yanka bibia because unim de owa unye dede kese honorable we don't talk too much ya din ene ye hwe de ekọ ye de ekọ se bibi mfa ye ho ye de hwe de ekọ na ekọ na efidie de so mu a na wa kire de ekọ system nim ai asama de ugira bontina wa den na ye bubu adaka for de ugire ba honorable say de mu odin ana efi sapon be ko jail yes he will go to jail enye ono nko a oni group bi omunyina be ko jail between 10 to 25 years they will spend it in jail very very soon. All right, momien ko dwudwa de academy momunim de ekọ Ghana youth are moshame around the world. This is good news. The distractions in Ghana there you should forget distractions there MPP 4% distracted Ghana for with jandam and lies. Me say MPP 4% distracted Ghana for focus. Sa abana modema John Mahama he is delivering and he will deliver. The NDC for do 3 months solid on the 7th of April NS 3 months John Mahama be the president. Sa 390 days on some AC. Aha. Until next time no to ababa nyanse nyanse ni ode be di usro de AC. And it's na de bia to ababa nyanse ni to ababa party nyansafo wom. And this is why within less than 3 months you are seeing what is happening. Now see. And we are got any young man now shemia. A year ato forcing or your finance minister by parliament. Ebe catch Ghana for say John Mahama shemu bobi. Oka se monfa to me emano munya ni mujidie na betting tax na ekufu adomo ede den area ede the young people and so be catch say nkwara na twa bet oboa ma menchiro omo twa bet power Ghana omo di 55 to 60 years. I'm telling you. Me say so bit na baby catch say omo twa bet no young men of today they are lying to you. Young men of today don't need this come twa bet. The people who invest a lot in betting in Ghana are people over 45 to 60 years. They are the ones who bet a lot in Ghana. Go and do your statistics and see. Inti the betting tax na ye free or no. Memo bin try be say youths no. No. The betting tax ye free or no. Impedifo no krampo na Nyankopon aboa ma John Mahama yi bed na free omoso. The youths have been used as their smoke screen. The youth na be di enim and the dada Ghana for say youth in the trap bet youth no uyi Ghana youth 10 emu be 6 pe the trap bet uyi Ghana nkokora mpenifo a omodi over 45 years to 60 years emu 9 omu trap bet emu asofo emu teacher fo emu police fo emu ahemfo twa trap bet no sa 45 over no omu trap bet brutal especially ahemfo ahemfo bi twa bet wo Ghana no ene ahema bi okona so mo twa bet na mo te ho anoma yi sei o ma calculate adjust you be share PSG bet draw we dey 2 and over me twa bet me twa over ne sa anyamanyama no over 2.1 ne hiafo ne twa sa ade no ye dey 3 games straight up 30 minutes amfa na amfa me twa bet $500 2 games first 30 minutes 2 goals amfa na makoda me need time for and a 2 over and under for the yes over and under 2 to score 2.1 miss anyama I don't go there I don't have time me for na omutwa twa aviator ne 2.2 am kan say miss anyama ni mo sa mo betting odds no calculations hunu ohiafo and away 0.2 and over underscore and overscore me twa bet 3 games first 20 minutes buy and 2 nam the 2 goals amount $500 nam the 2 me try 2 games 3 games first 30 me try me bet over 30 minutes apo na we here ni we try bet over 30 minutes na wakoma yare aba na we TV hu 10 minutes me nya code make you me try esika for bet team ne ekọ It will try 2 games. $50, $300, $400. First 10 minutes, first goal. Second time, and one no. First half, you win, and one no come nim. Me need time for, and I'm a better game back home. Game, minimum FC adjust you. You may be on D, you know. Me name my wife 2018 in Ghana. Adjust you. Now adjust you ne a year FC Nantes. Adjust you ne it's a French team. Obo game 2-2. That time we try no adjust you lead 2-1. We try game no. That time those time 2018. Now me ba be di a year 80 million. 80 million. Why not catch wife say wife yam kwa bonten. Ne o joint board and someone hold more opposite the police station for saying a check. Oh, there was a joint opposite the Dansman police station. Your friend Muamuti Dansman Munimo. There's a joint. There's a joint to be Dansman police station joint to her. Now was had on rice, fried rice, jollof, and SIA a joint. Oh, DB. Jack, and I'm the wife movie. You do what I'm catching be out also 1-1. Say game now, I can bet 10 minutes near pong. I just lead it 2-1. I can bet 3 minutes near pong. And yet Timberland, there's another one there. I feel because now my German call for your good house. Oh, I'm talking about Sahara. Police quarters no. And your star bite. Police quarters no. Oh, opposite. This joint a chapao. Oh, me busa wife you obeka me. And your Kit Kat. No. It's not star bite. We at stop sango from go nya new. Yani OGs asem ye 2014, 2013, 2014 asem home style. Hey, Boake, we a guy wati. Home style. Boake, we a guy wati, we a guy. Dance my home style. Madi German call for home style, Madi German call for. Oh no, home style, oh no. Good evening to this man. Oba on the parties on my table, hanam so many parties I table ha. Me karata near about Nation Sky. Is it 2019 and 18? A year Bansi, a U4 player no Burkina said the Bansi. Now so Toria she inside or wife you walk right corner. A man for him the oko. Home style. Home style. OGO. Unya OGO unya make kakekano. Because my German call for table be a mom 1-1. I got 3 minutes near pong. I may fry another club, but ya panya. Adjust your man go for Laticano. And then I see my top so adjust you. Into me better me catch when you know. And you have better like I say, Eden Yami, Massa. If you ask me to know, your baby and yes, can make sure say, Unkunya problem. Oh, better so I'm wide mundaho. Betting addictive. Ujimi bekum. Into so cast over betting and make sure you restrict yourself sometimes. Betting at the so be on drugs. If you are not intelligent enough to control yourself, it will destroy you. I am not the one to come and counsel you on that. You need to know that betting is addictive and that to be part of betting, you need to psych yourself not to be addicted to betting. In the year 2 for no near my own dear co. Jack, major club back, girl back could be so mammy club back, me the men says for my I check him a phone at 2-2. Adjust you. FC adjust you, but some wife. The real fear would die. Metia so more second division, Monsieur Mungutimuno. The adjust of the IM Ghana no. Right now, no, the whole thing is the finance minister came to tell you say a year budget or the assembly by say omobecha a year betting tax. Now Parliament passes bill to abolish betting tax. Adia Ekufuado ne Bawumia Kennedy Japan or seche mensa bonsumitina Parliament Ekufa be share mokono and the John Mahama and then the NDC no omako Parliament ako yefri ho. Right now, no, John Mahama also ordered in sa eshekrata na enwano no. Enti by next week Tuesday die. Ebi kura ochina. John Mahama den nsa be hase na betting tax. I understand friend bet tax. And a betting tax no. John Mahama ne NDC omo yefri omo pre omo. Hey. We na enyansani o kan asem kire wa odi so. NPP for idea bi so omo ba omo besa the betting tax aba. Mammo bia mo chance no. That is their plan. Now, another good story so e-levy MPP4 Edibeto Ghana for so ye can be bia omantie no and John Mahama ne NDC through a finance minister no omo wie budget no omo de parliament emoma eden omo abolish and I say omo e-levy free wo emission levy a year enwusie levy no ye free ho as I speak to you, no, in Wusie Levina, Ekufu Addo de baye no, Ochina na Monday, John Mahama the president, or the Nsa Ebesha Kratase, na we yi eno so efri ho. Sa tax a John Mahama kan wasem so obey ni COVID, obey ni nyina. Kadan kakran kakra, obey say adwuma ni nyina. NPP for idea be say, omo ye Jimmy ahone ye de tumi ma omo bi ma, omo de e-levy beba, omo de emission tax beba, omo de betting tax beba. Men mistake. Upon the omeka chiro bia mentie because omo idea be say betting tax on besa kofaba ha afenyo marking any NPP for ako meeting omo chairman no general secretary Ekufu Addo ne ba omi amatena say they want to bring back betting tax because omo ka chire Ghana for so omo be kipi enti mema Ghana ni bia anya mistake emission e-levy COVID ni nyina John Mahama be yefiro NPP 4% almost sade ba. Mema Ghana for opportunity be ever because it's part of their manifesto. They are writing their 2028 manifesto small. Omo dia shem manifesto ni say 2028 no omo ba ombesa the e-levy aba. Omo ba ombesa the betting tax aba. Omo ba ombesa the emission tax aba. Omo ba taxes a John Mahama etwam ni nyina no ombesa the aba because omo hu ni say was set omunye sika na omubu Ghana for. Nobody should take the NPP serious. Nobody should give them any opportunity to even come back and try to do that. It is a stop it side away forever and ever. Nobody should give the NPP any opportunity to come back to even win 80 seats in parliament again. We need to lower the number of seats they have in parliament to 24. Because you have more opportunity. Adia John Mahama clear or you be possible to get rid of these taxes, no? Very important. All right. Now, my main child the echo, yes, BBSC, Enra, yes, the Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak echo asantimemu, and Sebio PZ enya obiadia enya bandia Ghana for mu asantimemu emubi eton ade oho eja to ho no. Eye Muntaka Mubarak or Interior Minister edi aduane kakra ene anwa kakra eka say sebio enye obia na sebio na oweduane wo fie a eja to ho sebio ye onkofo a omo no bodwabodwa na omo ye omo ni market akese e o PZ ho na eja to ho no omo so obi wo ha anajo ana opon wa the tomatoes kiti obi oton ana ni toothbrush bi no oboaboa no dukosi obi store enim e na okoda baby sankofo ni nyina no omudwetire obi okrompo a ade oton ye no sebio na ebia oton nya adro kakra na oton belt oboa ni nyina no ni sika ni sales nyina ode share sa abotom na okyekyere ye e na ode ko share obi store enim because onim say ho is safe ade kye a obaba besesa na wakode nim now eja to ho ma sankofo ni nyina mo ho aka enti Muntaka any NDC for any aban we ka said abi so wo picture ni big sa anaka kraka sa say obi a wo stock kese bia wo ho bia na ho kan ya na sebio wo ya aban a wa adwene no sebio enkofom sa enti Muntaka as Interior Minister na tena ase hu said abi picture no we are looking at the bigger picture but there are people down there ade we affect your ma e wo see find the way near solve almost problem kakra mo because aban entumi solve problem ni nyina sisi a enti Muntaka oya Interior Minister ne ka say omo hia de emo kakra enwa angwa kakra saa nipa no mo ye bodwabodwa kakra no omo de sebio obi mpo enke bi mo omo ni sika bi de fie because stores akese ehye no omo stores akese ehye no omo sisi omo dan omo aduane wo fie saa nkofo no sebio omo sika papa bi da bank na bodwabodwafo no omo hyehye ase no omo ni saa sika ni bi enti Interior Minister Muntaka ka say then I want to take a little bit of food to this place na me nchema bodwabodwafo na me kan baby obeda kra den afa na wa start adwuma kakra Muntaka Mubarak koduru Kumase eno ka say oh sebio PZ enya ban dia sa stores amu hu ha nyina no stores no individuals dia majority now ade individuals dia de sebio atoyira nchema to individuals a anka wo hwemu pa anka say individuals anka sa na finding almost solution because so was store PZ was all one insurance. So to be $200 million and $200,000 and $500,000. Now the begu stop with PZ today. It means you should have insurance that is protecting you. And to be very honest with you, the government is not obliged. Government no in Shabia and Dabine say also Tamusika Pudio Edinburgh Ubia PZ. But Abaya enim nyansa edwene Ghana for no. Debiano dwene omo form any omo wo soro ho enti muntaka ka say yankoma ebia bodwa fo no tomatoes fo no kobi fo no obi oton belt miensa bi obi o ha bi ofri twapiase na obetena kuma ase afi na o start bibi obi o ha ne toothpaste bi na egu table so obobo ya no dis obi sto anim ase yanhwe se sankofo ebenya aduane kakra mo modia muntaka ekoduru eye asantimemu PZ or the aduane Paul 1,500 bags of rice. And or the anwaka ho and I say my ben me banasum yem me kura muntaka me ya chiriwia me enkremoni anka osa me that there because chiriwia me yem kom but muntaka mubaraka sa dabi ni nuanom Ghana fo ho akire omo ebi be yenkremufo ebi be ye Christofo enti oman we ene to abama me sebio omo mo de da form ni omo mo de da store mu ene omo mo fie no omo no to abama ye enti at least ma me nko na me nko boa eye de Ghana fo wanka say we ana we muntaka koduru PZ kumase ewa santimemu no edwadifo ni bia omo ho no say na omo ka kire muntaka
and run it from there to see that. If you are being what you money be ready. Okay, your placement, your promo, and your ross, your placement. I'm going to move by the other hand. Right, and I'm going to tell us, and I know. And I'm going to tell us, and I know. Remember, question, and then
ya badi ana ya pamachaw momoye na ya sanka ya sase anu na ya pe ya sramo babia ya badi die ya sramo babia ya batla ni ya didi ya ni
Now you ask yourself bebusa ho say PZ store be na ya bind dia PZ na wo ho no asase no ya bind dia dabi stores na omabe bie wo ho no mo no sa stores na ya bind dia dabi sika na omunya nyoma omoton emfaso na omunya no omudi bia ma aban dabi enti why na at this point obetima ka chem say eya nhye ma aban say e wo say aban yi ni botom sika e de boa PZ for omoton nyoma o PZ eya aban responsibility say obeji insurance amomo eya omankasa responsibility na meboa PZ asase omoto na abrante ne ka say ye nananom asase no at the end of the day say omo nananom no mungu menhia enti why na eba beje wo nana asase free wo nsem de bia ye ka asem wo ha asantifo ni bi ye moa Samo immebunu na dodo na mo asantifo no mu bi mu agimi eno ntina MPP use mu se moa me kana mu buofu ba no kona me ka kire no store ben na asho PZ eye aban ena ti sika biye store ben na asho PZ eye muntaka ena ebiye ade bi eja to mu PZ bia no eye individual investment et se wuti wo fie na eja to mu. When you build your house you have the right to put insurance in place. Send a beya eja to wo fie ni mu a wa be ko insurance aka say eja to mu me wodian insurance nti muntua me motete store ni mu wo ho sika amoji amudi ye mudi bi ebo preman at the end of the day da ban na aban ba ye say sa asase na moteso no ne dia na monfama no mumu bi mu agimi eno ntina MPP hu asantifo ni bi mumu mbebunu bi se mo ye nwan eno ntina mu treat mu se moa. I'm telling you on tell us me kan ha me se hu asantini a wagimi e de se mbrantie we ya na hu wo kobra mantama santini no because asantino or dangerous ni Jimmy no dangerous chen cobra no ebi na wohu no TV so no enti busamo na mo nyini na mo hu samo na nanamo asase no na ye wo na asase a ade na wunsi ende wangaze ko pe cement si wo na asase so na ona nani ho ade na mo nkom na ho nkwaje cement emua mumubi mwajimi yedi anyini ye no yedim se na asase sa wo na asase akohwehwe wo na nakwaje cement mumubi mwajimi enintina moye tuntum mubi mwajimi a motewa mo IQ ni wo fom enintina o se chemensa bonsu ekufo de tumi di akonwa besi asantemem no edi mu atem di mu hena atem no asore ko because mo mudodo no adwene wo fom PZ Abandia. What Muntaka was doing to me, I wasn't expecting him to do it, but he being a reasonable human being, no, he felt to say some people there na ba omia kwasi akoto cement abrewa ko na ho kwaje cement ni bi so so e enti na MPP for de bia omu chitimu se moa. Because you see, you people don't want to give yourselves the room to reason beyond your stupidity. Mujina PZ, moton ade na mo de mfaso akodi che. Mudi akodi ejantra fo go no fo. Kwasiafo eja toma aban na enkotam sika every Bank of Ghana fambrɛ. Na wona na odi asase ne ma wo no. Wona na otam asase ne ma wo no. Wona na obutu oba so kɔ no ho kɔji sika kwasiafo. Kevin de sia ne nsam na no eden. Jaihwe abofunu. Kevin de ene de nsam kan de mususu bisi jaihwe. Kwasiafo munye sika o PZ taram la koto red. Mu nyina John so mu bon John so mu asantefo mbrantie ni bi eniti na MPP use mu agimi ene enyini ye no ye beto ye nana o beto wo nana o ba ye gata da ho ene ne da ho wo nana ewu mu nana ba kwa ba mu nana ewu mu maame aba kwasia wo da wo te gata no ho mo ye lucky say jale to ho na mo nda ye ke be hye mo sem emmoa mu bi mu agimi. It is not the responsibility of government to come and build that thing for you. Oko kantamanto eja to ho no. They found a way to build their market. Inti eja to PZ eye mo ankasa mo private property a aban na ntam sika mbro. Ba omia na wanya sika fun bi na ohun de onfanye. And onim se mo ye easy to dey manipulate. Wo hu se mo agimi into the 1,000 cement abremo. Mo agimi or the 1,000 cement be rule mu bia kopim se mo be di 60. Moya mo dross mu kan mu nko school. The munimane say ye de ya ton chains akoto red anom kwasia onye se Ghana nyina ni Kumasi PZ. Huh? Onye se Ghana nyina ni Kumasi PZ. Ye mfa Sudi insha jeans ni emagina kwa humprum. Anything a majority of you maya sansafo. Don't get me wrong. Mo santifo ni bi mu beburu no bi mu agimi. Asase na da ho no da be na mo realize say e mo na asase. Aban de wasase ye den. Aban wants to help you. You people, majority of you are foolish. They be a makame say. Uyi asantini a wejimi. Because there are so many intelligent asantifo wa Ghana. Almost sati asantimemu. Otumfo nana odome meso me do piao. Mamenti ya nanom ne bi ejimi. Me se uyi asantini a wejimi. Any cobra waso ne ni a obekawa. Mantama santini ni boduem first. Yedian pa homa na chichira santini jimi fo no eboduem ansa na wadwene cobra no ho because sa santini a wejimi no or de se cobra nko 50 wejimi apro SI scorpion mujijejeja PZ na moton fake belt fake jeans mu wiawia nkofo tutu nkofo bag mu wia na mda koto red ne jantrafo o pa abansi case store na wo store mu amujejina mu fi we majority of you mu store o store ne de ehin mu store no ene de ehin uni store bojo ne kronu na oye aban ba be hwe nkofo mo wo foma bo a mo ni mu jimi yempe muntaka fa mo no kokoma school fo nkodi sala eba muntaka kozongo bia na cha 300 bags o foma mo no mundi muntaka mubarak enkwasiafo so mo mpa mo na ye o Ghana fo ekom di omo enti kozongo zongo wo Ghana no na chiche 300 bags na ma imam fo no mompa yengusu no mundi sala eba aka be 3 days na ewie ye need time for nkwasiasem me na mema oduane sa wundi a muntaka fakọ mumu bi mu ye nwan wedwa hwe a whole party hwe campaign na mo ye maba o hwe campaign
any Dr. Mahmoud Baumia omoje dachi o Ghana for eye dachi ti nufusu o batan wasi nufusu any asitrenso da asitrenso ada Nanso nufusuo enye de te se no asikyire so enso akwala no for so na ma nufusuo no fi se eno na bebo akwala no na ga akwala su a utimi de asikyire egu nsuo mu de ma akwala wono obebo nanum aye de but enye no na bebo akwala no nufusuo enye de no ene bebo akwala no kana fo ye sremo ene ye sremo se mo hwe eniema abaya ye ekakitri dia John Mahama ni NDC fo eja to ho ayeba ye tua saka yi nyina da ya twuto eniema amagana fo ho ahare wo mo
party na mudi ejire no omo regional communications director ni o e wa Ashanti region why se kusie bibia won hu bia se kusie hwe ne campaign message we na no de campaign ma ba obi ase ba o me di president o we omo campaign you time na no ye campaign ma ba o no we a whole region omo communications director ni na me kusie hwe na nim oti light ase I say brisia ye dey sit kura so ne nim tum ne message na ekuta omo 2024 nie monhwe message we na montoma ba omia it is say the aduane aba na ne likes ne say omo mpa why are you worried muntaka take the food to Zongo mo shi Zongo ho ye hia aduane di sallah time aba ye wonkofo bebre amontumi nto nantwie go and give the rice to them go to Samsu Zongo go to Nima people are waiting for rice chief imam ohia mo de acheche Chief Imam ofidi thousands of people in a day. Go and give the rights to Chief Imam to distribute. Enkwasi afo so mo pam a otete omo ho eso so omo so. Ejimi fo we. And then moje say on 1992 MPP there Ashanti region a stronghold. So kasa ti omo a ya wa santifo nyansafo ne wa santifo nwe. The same way one fantifo nyansafo infantifo nwe. Ya what eya dagatifo nyansafo dagati. Sa ne wa santifo ejimi fo me se wo asantini a wejimi a. The qualified word near wejimia mantamono. So one santinia wejimina who wa cobra. Jai cobra nasa mano, macobra nembra, odia macobra nembra. The inkai tama santini jimmy foro. Kwasia sam wemo apo. Na yangu enim. Mamon kamo ho. Metia se ma apologize. Muntaka fa mono komanko fondi. Una upe di ere namdi abana umpa. Afeni abeto honyum. O bodam. Now there's another story. NDC4 asa ayade fufrobi. I will not continue one district, one factory tax exemption. Mokai said 2024. Mahamudu Bawumia Eco Cabinet. Eco Kachire Cabinet say one district, one factory companies over 300. More tax exemption over $300 million. Mokai. Yes. Now NDC Aban say sa scam na MP before the buy no friend one district, one factory no. Or say, enya de omobema obi ankwasi tax exemption bia no. So we under one district one factory try and go buy your own stuff. When you bring say obey juma because as we sit here, your new company you for to see here or they are suburb former will see we ya wafa Ghana for juma. All the companies were already existing companies. If they were already existing companies, that means they had source of funding. And now buying the ebema tax exemption, ma abaying watch no NDC are buying Ghana for your yeska. This is not a time to be dashing out money. Inti Atoforsen, NDC Atoforsen, finance minister say he will not continue one district, one factory tax exemption. Mokai sa oil refinery na kusibuatin kromfo na wayere se ponano. One Chinese ni bi e frontier and almost say your friend Centio oil. Sa company na kusibuatin she trucks na company ni dia kusibuatin dia. Now the Dankweku for Neba Omiamo tax exemption close to $300 million. That company alone. Company enye dia. Kwasi ampenyi biso be oil factory or Ghana. Ebe sin de onfa Ghana for ejuma 10. Na eku for the Jimmy no Neba Omiamo say omunye tax exemption. And a kusibuatin and the boy be me publish kusibuatin the bank account actually very soon. Sa boy na ofrontima kusibuatin no I'll publish his bank details. Mema Ghana for nyide musika ekoho ni sika omuyi. I am saying this. Kusibuatin, any boy, First Atlantic, any other bank, no. I have all the bank slips. Maybe publish Kusibuatin, the bank statement actually. The boy now who is fronting for Kusibuatin, into Centio oil, no. Omoma Kusibuatin, ejine chire. Cars biya almost said through a year tax exemption about Kurume biya Kusibuatin there. All the trucks that belong to Centio oil, it was Kusibuatin a share chire or no edia. Inti At to force the NDC for say they are not going to give anybody tax exemption under one district, one factory. So I'll say a one district, one factory. Now we are existing factory already. You should be able to find a way to do what? You need to find a way to fund yourself. Because government is about to put together National Women's Bank. Government is about to put together an entrepreneurship program. Government is about to put together a 24-hour economy, whereby government is going to give Ghanaian companies that are willing to work longer hours and also employ more hands their exemptions and incentives. So government cannot give those things to companies that do not even exist. 70 to 80% of one district, one factory companies, they don't exist. They are lies. They created those scams to dupe Ghanaians. Into one district, one factory, no obienya exemption. John Mahama NDC at force and say, obienwa obabenya eye one district, one factory tax exemption. Because almost share tax exemption echi. Samira ba omiankwa sika onyafa eye sa tax exemption no ebe bo yemdam. They created fake companies. They created fake companies. And omudi nyina ko share one district, one factory ase. Samia Uku obi, Kojo Ponkruma obi. Everybody in the NPP created fake company and put it under one district, one factory. In Samukaya, a car by 1 week or so 1 month, MIA then. MIA to Abewi no. Na NPP for Parliament almost force say almost pass one district, one factory, the tax exemption. And the NDC forecast said no. Because after your market on number or about 20 companies in under the one district, one factory. They don't exist, they only exist on paper. Do you remember? Time or more power, and I said we don't catch it. That's what they told us. Ekufuado, Jimmy, send okay. $335 million tax waiver request. Full list of 42 beneficiary companies. Omuka say omu becha $300 million tax exemption and Ekufuado. Companies here saying 42. About 42 companies now for your market were 13. Kasongo. Now our 13 companies in the 42 companies. And in the original parliament, ATM, one district tax waiver. It was because under one district, one factory, about 90% of the companies are molested. A MPP for MPs dia. Ekufuado ma, Ekufuado Gabi Mudia. So what they did was that they hid their corruption under one district, one factory. And you're sorry, and you're pumping because of tax exemption. Now I'm a fetch into a company now. Company she knew you say a folly under one district, one factory. Or person okoto articulators and I say okoto a year excavators 30 year. Now wakokra excavators no as a company that exists under one district, one factory. Into excavators 200, 10, 50, ebedu porter. Yes, oh, company way folly under one district, one factory into our tax exemption. Near Chiafim omuntua kapre. And that is what they did for 8 years. Mr. P, Mr. S, take care of business. I think on YouTube. You get it? So for 8 years, that was what they were doing. And we created different kinds of companies. And we could share one district, one factory as here, and a show. In Tidebiano, this is the list. Let me show you the list. 42. Mr. P, Mr. S, I know you go through this, man, quick. These were the companies. My fan chamo, Kwasiafo way, and the end is somewhere year through. Kwasiafo na musa mamu to me. They created the one district, one factory for themselves, and they were making billions from one district, one factory. I swear. And they year through no tax exemption. Yeah, the SAS Kenya 24-hour economy policy. Well, these were the companies they created. Companies in one tax waiver 2024 Ekufuado MPP4. This was a year the one district, one factory. These companies all your Tamsi Canada Momo. Yes, a company we friend B5 plus company, your money 11.4 million on J. Adaya tax waiver. Bibi or Weber Ghana have been an report out ya. Kwasiafo and the NDC abanye kemu. These people, they still have that intention. Say, omunya tumia ombesa decide way aba. That is the plan of the MPP. Adibia and Emma making sika. They turned Ghana into a cash cow. They were making millions out of us because some of us are stupid. Now, Ferro Fabric Limited, yaman $8 million dollars. And dollars so you tam $8 million as tax exemption and the Kufuado and the MPP and the Baumia. This was approved at cabinet. And about parliament and the NDC for say no. This is not right. Now there is Micro Forestry Ghana Limited. Mama go here so Oba company be to say a year Sonda Ghana Investment Limited $22 million. Me I'm going to be a company no. Then a Ghana bind to me one company tax exemption of $22 million. Adeng. These were all companies obeko omo board no so no na MPP for dia obeko registration mu nyina no. Me I can take my time and go find all the registration documents of these companies. Metuma chiro omo a eyo omo dia. And the MPP ni NDC ni atofos so omo twem. No one district one factory tax exemption. Ghana for Hiska. Ma mention another one. A company called Sonda Ghana Limited. Hey, Sonda Ghana Investment Limited number 14. Whoa. And Sonda Ghana Limited number 15. Sonda Ghana Investment Limited nya $22 million tax exemption. And a Sonda Ghana Limited nya $23 million. One company was splitting mienu waye bako limited and waye bako investment. To one company we nya almost $50 million. Check number 14 and number 15. Mamin BM na hen ye. Oh, number 14 and 15. The same company. Was split company ni mienu. We BM mienu waye bako investment company and waye bako de limited liability, limited company. Inti bako ni a Sonda Ghana Investment Limited $22 million. $22.8 million. And a bako number 15 years Sonda Ghana Limited. And no see de and no see $23 million Ghana $23 million. Own strategy no. We munina. Now over down ubehu a company like Keda Ghana Ceramic Company Limited $15 million. $15 million. Nobody's going to get tax exemption. At all to say we come. Now I'm sure the other part of the companies, MPP from Kwasiafowi, they still want to come back and do this. Well, the rest of the companies. 2024, there's a company called Rickpat Company Limited, $366,000 tax exemption. Now, my mention, Oba RMSGPT Ghana Limited, $2.5 million. Now, brand number 42, last one, the Grand Champ Limited, $12.66 million. In fact, I was looking for sent you, right? My manager sent you, Mamo. Besides, where did sent you go? When you guys find sent you, let me know. So these are Sika. Na Ekufuadomo were taken from you Ghanaians without you knowing. And the NDC Atofos and say, there's nothing like one district, one factory tax exemption. There's nothing like that. Into your Ghana, this is a government that has come to protect the public purse and not to deplete it. Into Mamuntie MPP for Nkwasi Asemno, number 32. Thank you. Mr. Ezra number 32 and sent you. Sent you oil. Number 32. Mr. Number 32 should be down here somewhere. Number 32 and a shahono. Yankwasi ho. My mention was sent you oil. Kusibuati on it. Nenko for the creative company. Almost refinery. Ewatema. Checking number 32. Sentio Oil Refinery, $164 million tax exemption. Nobody should give this MPP any opportunity in our life. When we fool, they were born stupid and criminals. Number 32, and the was your honor, Sentio Oil Refinery Limited. What be beer oil refinery or Ghana? Near some tax exemption of $164 million. Now enquirati in Riasi omunye duani ni. Enquira ni desk, enquira ni books. And my time that will form our hospital. Now kwasia ka chire me say, now we are Ghana ni now could be oil refinery or China. Will the Chinese government give you 164 million tax exemption? Where kwasia? So we are Ghana ni na so China could be oil refinery. Do you think the Chinese government will give you $164 million tax exemption? Ask yourself that question. The NPP is a stupid party. It's a party full of pigs. The reason why they don't like me, they know I'll tell you the truth. The reason the NPP, they don't like me, Ekobedu, they know, say, I will show you the fact. Step be a better, the evidence in the and we have been talking about it in the NDC for so much. Sir, taxes are exemption ya unwin. Forget. All right, we will do that. The issue is that Saudi we are going to save over $400 million. It's me simple sao. The government of Ghana is going to save over $400 million. If you say every single don't just see say what we call a tax exemption. A whole Chinese company in Ghana, $164 million tax exemption. Nipa of 100. Near Tikroma so MPP so and Baomia and Kusibuatimo, they are on standby waiting for MPP for to lie to Ghanaians. Now you're Jimmy Tiansan for to me MPP. Now Omomra. Now Omomama a tax exemption for $400 million for one Chinese company in Kwasia 4. We will keep NDC in power for 42 years. After your marking over 12 companies will win 12 after your marking and international parliament ATM Kia because he was fighting for his companies. He was not fighting for anybody. And then they be after your market and say, I don't want ministerial appointment or say I'm a businessman. If you're a businessman and you're a legitimate businessman, stop politics and go do business. So a politician in a parliament catch will say, I am a businessman. Why are you doing politics? You are a thief. That is why you are doing politics. Because you need the politics to cover up your criminal dealings in your business. So politician Jina TV so after your marking Kasongo Jina TV so catch will say, oh, you know me, I have my business. I'm a businessman. That's why I don't take political appointment. Or boy, he is a criminal businessman. Now, for him to get his way and for him to bully the system and for him to use politics to make his way and win a lot of criminal deals, he uses politics to front for his business. Because this is the first time I will say, Obi to Ghana or a full-time businessman, you're a politician. In America, Obi or a politician be a businessman. Their full-time occupation is a politician. And only in Ghana, na parliament say, I am not taking appointment because I'm a businessman. If you're a businessman, go to the business field and create job opportunities there. Because the probability of you having conflict of interest in your duty, it is high. Because your business might have a business deal with a party who is friend to another party, which friend to another business. That will bring a deal to parliament for it to be passed. The moment that bill is passed, whenever that company is making revenue, it is indirectly going to trigger for your company to make money. So your business is not supposed to be in parliament. You are supposed to be a full-time businessman. It is always say, I am a businessman, so I didn't take appointment because he's a criminal. When the NPP belongs to the opposition, they need to be in opposition for 42 years. Now, team, stay with me. Now you see the story. Debbie, I'm a catcher Ghana for say. We are not supposed to. You see, I like the way the President of the Republic, Mr. S, Mr. P, exactly 10 p.m. Ghana time, let me know, alert me on the system to switch to the Chief Justice story. I'm trying to clean the system before we get to that part. So I have 45 minutes to deal with what we have on the table now, Mr. P, Mr. S. Now, yes, say, Oforiatta sues OSP again over wanted person tag. Now, the first question I want to ask myself and say, what made the special prosecutor decide to extend that period also Oforiatta Bagana? Unless the special prosecutor is trying to save face, and I said the special prosecutor is playing on our conscience. Oforiatta sued special prosecutor 2 times. Oforiatta is a thief. He's not coming back to Ghana. It is better you put Oforiatta on the wanted list. But the idea of you just coming to say you have given Oforiatta 3 months, 4 months to live in Europe or in America to enjoy, whilst the taxpayer now, Oforiatta, at the end of the day, through his dealings in government, you have found evidence to say he has conducted himself in a wrong manner or stolen from the Ghanaian people. You have given Oforiatta the room to go out there and fool himself. And can I say at this point, the suit coming from Oforiatta, the special prosecutor should at this point immediately place Oforiatta on the international wanted list of Ghana. they need to put Oforiatta on a wanted list because Oforiatta on Chayobia or Ghana. Unless the special prosecutor is playing games with Ghanaians. And we will get to the bottom of it. Because I don't know why we have to wait for Jesus Christ to come before Oforiatta decides when he wants to come to Ghana. Oforiatta, per the special prosecutor, he has committed crimes. He is a criminal. He has done things that the special prosecutor believes that he needs to be put to court. He needs to be prosecuted. So why are we now giving Oforiatta the room for Oforiatta to decide when we, the taxpayer, when we can retrieve our money? Huh? When? Why should we wait and be like, yeah, Oforiatta Tony Yema. So Oforiatta has gotten that opportunity. Now Oforiatta is rubbing it in our faces. Oforiatta is technically telling us, he has stolen the money. From the evidence, the special prosecutor is telling us that original Swaka said Oforiatta should be on the wanted list. Oforiatta is guilty about something. So why are we now making Oforiatta dictate the pace? No country should entertain this nonsense. And the special prosecutor, I'm beginning to believe, say, he's just buying time for Oforiatta. Because if you really want to catch Oforiatta, you need to put him on the wanted list today. He has the audacity to go to court. You also have the audacity to make sure you summon him. If Oforiatta has the audacity to do what? To go to court. He has the audacity to get a lawyer in Ghana to sue you. Then we as citizens also have the right to put him on the wanted list for him to be questioned. Mr. John Dramani Mahama, this special prosecutor cannot be trusted. Sack him. Because if the special prosecutor really wants to be honest with Ghanaians, he will make sure Oforiatta is on the wanted list now. Because every day he's filing court suits. He's filing suits. It's a lot of money. Every day Oforiatta has lawyers going to court and filing against the OSP. So then it means Oforiatta has the money. Oforiatta at least has the brain because he has thought of the case. He is not as sick as we think. Oforiatta is able to sit with his lawyers to deliberate on matters he thinks will favor him and instructed his lawyers to take action. Remember, Oforiatta's lawyers are not working independently. They are taking instructions from Oforiatta, meaning Oforiatta is capable of sitting through a trial. Oforiatta should be able to sit in front of the special prosecutor to answer questions. So if you, the special prosecutor, you think you can play on the conscience of Ghanaians and try to put something out there to protect your office for you to get more money to spend, then Mr. President, sack this fool because he is just playing with Ghanaians. He is not ready to make sure Oforiatta is brought home to questioned. And I would prefer the special prosecutor is sacked. Mr. President, sack this guy because he is not helping Ghanaians. Oforiatta na oyare na ontumi nya hwe no de bi ono ne court ne lawyers trafon so at America decide plot plan hwe se ne ye on be CEO of special prosecutor. Now the question here is, what is Oforiatta suing a special prosecutor for? For defamation. He's suing the special prosecutor for damages. So what stops you, the special prosecutor, from putting Oforiatta on the wanted list? The OSP is corrupt. He's a liar. He needs to let us know what is stopping him from putting Oforiatta on immediate wanted list. What is stopping this guy? The special prosecutor is working with Oforiatta. Kevin Taylor cannot come to Ghana. Oforiatta cannot come to Ghana. He is sick. He's not well. But he's able to sit with his lawyers to decide how the case should go. Because every single thing you see in his suit, it was Oforiatta who gave the green light before his lawyers put it out. So you want to tell me he doesn't have the brains to think, to make decisions, or to answer questions? The special prosecutor is a liar. Per this Oforiatta issue, I am beginning to see that he wants to buy time for Oforiatta. He wants to keep his office. He still wants to be the special prosecutor. He wants to use Oforiatta's case basically as a smoke screen to lie to Ghanaians that he's working. Mr. President, I have told you, with all due respect to you, I respect you and I respect your office. I respect you because you respect Ghanaians. I never respected Akufo-Addo because he did not respect Ghanaians. I never respected the NDC, NPP vice president because he never respected Ghanaians. They were lying to us. They showed us a lot of disrespect. The reason why I respect you, Mr. President, is because you respect Ghanaians. I am respectfully telling you, the special prosecutor, you need to question him or you need to sack him because the guy is not working in our interest. Mr. President, We Ghanaians are very tolerant people. We have patience for everything. We take our time. We want to give you time to work. But when we see something and it's not right, we have the right to also talk about it. We believe, and as a Ghanaian, I've followed politics for years. And with all due respect, Mr. President, this special prosecutor should be sacked. He must be sacked. He has all the powers. Or 2 meaning in so obefro Oforiata and now ordinary wanted list. So that gab no more Oforiata no. It was for Oforiata to buy time. Oforiata court twice. He is going to extend the time to come to Ghana. He's not coming. He is going to extend the time to like 4, 5, 7, 8 years, 10 years. And the special prosecutor is aiding Oforiata to do that. The special prosecutor should now, as a matter of fact, issue a statement tomorrow that Oforiata is on the wanted list. Because let me tell you, if we wanted to wait and I say a person a train, ma Oforiata taking the time ever Ghana, na you're prosecuting her, Anka, we wouldn't need any statement for the special prosecutor. There is a reason why the special prosecutor puts a statement out to say this individual is wanted. The reason is that there is an urgency to it. So where is the urgency in this? If people can sit and tell you, I'll come at my own will, give me 3 months, give me 4 months, then it means there's no urgency in what you are doing. But if you want Oforiata's issue to be different from any regular issue of corruption and that you want to prove to us, then there should be some urgency to what you are doing. Meaning, you need to put him on that wanted list so that there will be an urgency to what you are doing. For us to know that you are ready to make sure this guy comes in to answer questions. But you cannot sit there and say, I've placed this on him. Tomorrow, I've withdrawn it because Oforiata catch them say at his own time or the kwasi ayare. None in the padudu amdu kwasi ayare or Ghana. Court. There are so many people in Ghana or some mobile court, omo yare, and so by force you conform mobile court. Oma makota, Judge Nbeka say he does not care. As we sit here, Oforiata is fit. The reason I'm saying he's fit is that we took court twice. Meaning he's capable. Mr. President, if this special prosecutor team, Mr. President, if this special prosecutor, Kisu Ejabeng, fails by tomorrow or Monday, he fails to release a statement and put Oforiata on the wanted list, on the Interpol list, sack the special prosecutor. Sack him. There's no urgency to his job. Oforiata's case is urgent. And into Oforiata to court twice because it is urgent to him. The steps Oforiata is taking, he is taking urgent steps to stop the special prosecutor. So if the special prosecutor cannot take urgent steps, then sack that fool and get an intelligent person to fill that office. Because we cannot get somebody we are spending millions of dollars on every day, giving him everything, and then he decides, he dance to the tune of a suspect. No, the special prosecutor is not supposed to negotiate with a suspect. The special prosecutor is not supposed to be dancing to Oforiata's tune. The special prosecutor is supposed to be calling the shots. He is supposed to be calling the shots. He is supposed to be telling Oforiata, no, I need you here. But if today Oforiata kwasi campaign in the moment na special prosecutor, the ono pe na otumi the special prosecutor asako court there, then why is this dumb idiot still in the office? There's a reason why there's a difference between special prosecutor's office and the CID office. The special prosecutor's office is above the CID office because we expect him to be able to drag people out of this jurisdiction back into Ghana to face the law. If he's not able to do that, then the CID office is better than the special prosecutor's office. Sack this idiot. In Kwasia Samna cost too much. Mr. President, sack Kisia Jabin if by Monday he does not issue an arrest warrant for Oforiata. He is not able to put Oforiata on the Interpol wanted list. Sack the man. Nadia Ntini be OSP office. And I say what you man police bet my because the CID boss will just have to say, okay, may release a statement. By your statement, it comes with some sense of urgency. It won't mean for Jimmy Free Okonwa. Let's get people who can do the job. Now, this is another story we have to talk about. And the story is about cocaine. Minimum French, But since you say aban sesan John Mahama ne NDC ba power. It's looking like debia ye cocaine. MPP for cocaine na ma pack good dem no. Debia ye chibi. Cocaine na da menyon. Ase cocaine so culture. Ase cocaine na da menyon. Cocaine so ebia French ase no fufuro. But so kan organ ma. Ese cocaine sama MPP di buy no. Enye cocaine papa, enye cocaine. Cocaine na da menyon. Ase cocaine so ase cocaine na da menyon. Ase cocaine so rasta. Nana do dan Akufo do drug addict ni MPP for betena so. Omo paki cocaine wo Ghana hye dem. And John Mahama betena so not more than 3 months. You do 3 months. Ye chi cocaine de bia. Dia besini se ma menwudwam na PZ for monte brofo a. Omumu boys libi. Omo sorry a red ni jantra for no mugu so omo bobra no. Omo nti ase. Mumu dodo omo nko school. E na mugu na nkwasiade. Na omo ntie. NIB intercept $350 million worth of cocaine en route to Accra from Western region. You see, National Investigation Bureau. Tana mo friend di amate. You see, no match cocaine and ye cocaine wa. Cocaine tele. Ye the free ye the free Eastern region, ye the free Western region. Ye the conkrang. Ye got ma wine. MPP4 ebetina so ye nchi cocaine. A whole ship ebe doki watema. Cocaine ma ye pamu obi afri tema. E mo sa to ship no koye MPP. On say and the MPP free so no cocaine deals, cocaine trafficking also and to me happen in Ghana because NDC for no they are not involved in these kind of things so they will stop it. Now under MPP normally say coke way almost start say Ghana better than cocaine the transit point. There were so many stories we saw. Yet to me cocaine or Ghana and Akufo na than konkonte J Akufo ya dear Benjamin J Akufo. Yet to me cocaine mutele na than konkonte Kufo ya no ma ko share cocaine no ewo ekurase no ase good drum ye nimomo. And in Kofo we free so this is the second time cocaine we transit. Ekufuado any baumia than Ghana cocaine transit point. In fact, at a point, the international media and carry story we say Ghana has become the transit point when it comes to cocaine amount for air transport. Hey, at a point, na Colombia for na cocaine ni some the far Ghana and to be Europe. It was so difficult for them to use other routes. The Ekufuado Bawumia MPP government opened the doors for them. So Ghana became a transit point. And these people still think, say, Ghana is a transit point. And Intina, Omogin say, oh, Ekufuado free abaimwa, the NDC government does not tolerate drug transit. And I would like to say thank you to NIB and also thank you to Keno Mante of Nakok. Keno way, ye know about Nakok ya, any 3 days no cocaine. Hey, Keno way hard wati. Last but now catch him say the day I heard say John Mahama Keno Mante as the head of NACOC and I'm catching Ghana for say your borders are safe. Men with integrity and know what they are doing. May say it will be hard for any drug trafficker to use Ghana as a transit point. When you coke NPP for mu coke nie cocaine na omo transit no ebi ka dem. And then they achi omo $350 million. And I believe in NACOC, led by General Mante and NIB, they will go on, they will investigate. And my almighty Jakpa is around. And before me through Jakpa, hey Jakpa, they be no sre. I bet you to see Jakpa. Me say, and before me through Jakpa rough. And last we go who akwebi no Metro TV. Good evening, Ghana na. PBC pipe hano. Akwebina PBC hano. And they said I am driving alone. And they said they will catch this. And they will say, almost Jakpa rough. MPP, did it in Jakpa. Jakpa lo show. Nature no. Nature na fum. Jakpa, I bet you this year. Jakpa. Jakpa. Sakwano. Jai. I bet you we are here. Watch you. Jakpa rough. In the Debiano, Jakpa is a bad man. Jakpa is a bad man. He will make NDC unpopular. Jakpa, make NDC unpopular. I want you to make NDC unpopular. Jakpa, I Kevin Taylor. I want you to make NDC very unpopular. Chiomo, kwasiafo. Yeah, Chimudia, he will make NDC unpopular. Me pesa Jakwama NDC unpopular. Chi kwasiafo we. Last na PBC pipe no. On say no drugs na etwa won ho pa. Paul Adomochre. On say ogina hu drugs no. Ha. Me say one day ogina na nse tu. On say ogina so yare say. And you know, ne nsa shegelege. Me say Paul Adomochre. On say drug na twa the picture. Ogina wa I say refi Sudan na bae. Me say one day ogina TV so na nse tu. Wa bodru hu de onya no ho. And you know, and I saw, and you know this, and I heard, good evening, Nani, you see, the junkie now, and we don't understand. And you see, and they say, boy, the way Chivio. Jakwa, almost so Jakwa, Chaplain, or bet chooses here. Jakwa, hey. Jakwa, the say, Kraminoka, so ye Juma, Minoka say, Jakwa ye Juma. And yes, what thou, Minoka says, see, or Pobiachino. Jakwa to me down and yatos, catch. Uda Fred Jakwa in the Busano. Or to me da was sorry no could handcuff me. Hey you, Jakwa. Or bet so fucking or a magnet, or I saw them go to handcuff. Jakwa, the catching a chaplain. Or bet you MPP for Sroro. Jakwa is a bad man. Why is he flaunting the laws? Go to court in Nine. Jakwa has flaunted the laws. He has entered somebody's house. Go to court. Jakwa, he will make NPP NDC unpopular. We want to be unpopular. I want the NDC to be unpopular. Into Jakwa, Chiomu Yinagum. Jakwa no otumi da no tiem hey bantima ade tia no otu play na ba obechu sisi a yase nkofo bi koye am robi koku eye momo venda bi 10 minutes na Jakwa 13 muni mo kuma se mumbusa Jakwa duru kuma se 10 minutes no a 13 egum hey kam kwasiafo muti kroma na Jimmy ene na ena mono no red Jakwa mo de obechi mu nyina Akwana ojina Metro TV na why say shege light no I know and then you bring it and the Chief Justice and we don't even know you see John Mahama and you see so akwa we drag beku Paul Adomochre ultimately and you know and we don't know you see the Chief Justice and I don't even know what John Mahama is doing and you see and we don't even know the NPP we did not do them here no kwasia o country say singarenga lanes abuofunu musro Jakwa obechemo Jakwa, obechi utisi international. Who share us international. Or not which room, Echiloka international nyina. Okobokino obechi. Obatogo obechi. Jakwa ono oye local crazy guy. Omusirono. Inti Jakwa to make me proud no catch them. Omutuminda. They be saying Jakwa wants to arrest me. Me I drive one car and everybody knows my house. Latobio Koshi I stay there. Everybody me say oye deyo. Jakwa bechi. Jakwa is coming almost a fum and run on your meeting. And obi kochemu. Jakwa is coming almost Jakwa obecho kwasiafo muji kutapawa muji so bi ejimi. Mukutapawa muji so bi ejimi. And the musuro bibi obechi mu nyina. Jakwa onwie yo. Afini edi 3 months calculate na hwe. Jakwa chaplain no obechu tisia. Afini edi 3 months yendru impo 7 na 3 months. Na say term over time bebre ultimate mark rest ya no asaba Jakwa say or strategy bi ultimate kwa no jai no adaka kra no edin no reading newspapers no aye research kakra obo say mo edin be 2 weeks oh Jakwa is gone Jakwa dey obudu no ultimate Jakwa to share ya ade bi ultimate share na oh besides he came late oh gentleman take all right Jakwa otumisha no edin no aka kire obi a oni adwuma say I'm not around. I am in transit. I no actually to kwan I so na Belgium oba na mo refi Jakwa. Inte bo oba no edin no abehye dem na afi oyen reset no check say obekọ Jakwa dem or the pins awo Jakwa okọ dem ha or be board bi wo ho bo so the pin awom and the oye de obechew. O say or deeper 68 or do mu nyina board no so and wa connect or international investigator. Into what I say Muntomo how much refi so Jakwa is gone. Jakwa is also just said Jakwa is gone. Jakwa is not gone. Jakwa is around. Jakwa Chapin, he's around. He's not gone. No. Jakwa is still around. In Tommy just he's gone. Jakwa the denominator. Jakwa the Italian mafia. Jakwa the killer. Jakwa the chaplain. Obecho munyinegum. In the same also munyina oh Jakwa is gone. Oh. Thank you. Yes, okay. Jakwa is coming. kwasiafo musumo to me jakpa catch them they also on tia se ronko court normal court nchi wuntum Mr. Jakpa they also uwebu mraso a we ni mraso no court wo ho bebre your appeals court your supreme court your Indian court your tribunal onko ho Jakpalization will Jakpalize you. He is going to Jakpalize you. Jakpalize. I Jakpa no to me ko ashawole joint nyina. MPP forum ko ashaw joint no. Jakpa adema Jakpa dangerous. But make sure Jakpa any secret nyina. Ashaw forum town nyina Jakpa ni mom nyina. Ono mo contract. And na omo mo di bone no nyina omo mo nyina sensan krata. Inti ashaw fo nyina ye snitch. Ai Jakpa hado. Inti uko ashaw fo na omo di bone Jakpa chi omo nyina no. Omo mo nyina sign bond. Into omo nyina ye adwuma no boys na omo na nam town na mogin se omo bobo dan kwese omo nyina ai cheche omo nyina ye informants into Jakpa nkora nkoa boys na aya na mo from a no mabe security amamo ne adade omo nyina Jakpa nkora boys na aya na omo be move sika no mamo no sa boys na mo be fa we nkwa ha ye so kwa achema ahemfie bi wo ho oforiata ko park sika gum ye de video be kire mo ya di ne ye hwemo sa ebu akwa ahemfie area ho ye se ahemfie bi wo ho oforiata ma lordu sika gum bam bandan moje enim ni nyina sam diskan ko sha bank e be hu munim sam ne sha mufia be hu mo diskan ko go ahemfie ye ba obu ani ye de dynamite be sha se be ti didim mo diskan ko go ahemfie mo go we pa Jakpa the punisher Jakpa the terminator me se sa sika na mo de akogu eye achema ahemfie ho no anansan obi ko yi bia ofori atabufu ya obe change locks no ye hwemo mo ho ye sere ahemfo na defend musika sa mamo ahemfo ni nyina be ko jail sa achim area ho na masesa Ghana sika gogu ahemfie moje sa ahemfie de Jakpa mba ho munim Jakpa the punisher ya ye din ya hwebo ya toto nyoma bi manyo be agina ne na so e wona mo se mahama o ye shegi ya ye din ya hwemo ye nim de ko nyina ahemfie na masesa sika gogu ho no mode ba sa kana abion kana mosesa sika free Bank of Ghana abegu ahemfie na nsen enkola di sika ni bi na ohene frɛ sɛ an ye me change locks na ntokwa ba ye no ya o videos ni nyina ya hwɛ ne ya hwɛ mo da munyi a nipa na betam sika no ye bedi akire oforiata sika gu achem ekufo de musika gu ahemfie minim de America akire mo mummusa nana sa ahemfie na bosi ni kakraka no sika na mo park no ye beba bebu ani mama yembu ani a ye be drill dynamite afase motete wo ye beti didim say ye sika intima bo bia nya na adwene so afa no ho adi o ye hwe mo keke ye nim de ko system ni mo oh Anything sometimes say me yen cancel me. By one amam kakra, me say sa sika na ewo sa ahemfie ho no munyi free ho. Munya be bia amfa nko. Mogin say ahemfie betuma protect iska. Because now mogin say aban sesa people will come to your homes. You thought say aban sesa people will go to your banks. Mogin say the safest place to keep billions is ahemfie. Na sika na mo hwehwe na nya nipa na hwehwe. Mo sesa sika na free nkan. Ede abegu ahemfie ede lock ato ano enye nipa na hyehyeye buru efisa na dipa video nti ayi mo jesama relax ye wie sika abegu o the also Bank of Ghana ya ne say sika sa sika da kwa nyina mo serial number ye be cancel ni nyina ye ndi biem mo jesama wie sika ama mo da ho confidence on mo jesama wie sika mo confidence mo ataban ye tumi kam asem mona mo wie sika gogo ahemfie de police ntumi wura ho ahemfie de obi antumi maha ahemfie de e safe ahemfie e safe ro foriata eba be change locks no ahemfie sika na mo de kogu wo no e safe me se sika de wa achem e wa ahemfie achem kuro bi so na gu omunim omo ho oforiata e na begu wo na sa ahemfie no be bia sika ne hye ne yanim anadwe mu start move sika no yaso ye boy se twan mo move a ya be kire Ghana bibia mo de ko ya ye din ya hwem o munim de e ba ewurade nyankopon Jakpa e ba mo de mo ntina ho mo be hu ohene ne de handcuff gu ohene nsa na o ko jail me se bo hu se ya chi ohene bo se ya chi ahenkwa ne ya chi ohiame ne de handcuffs gu o mo nsa na o mu ko jail mo hu bi o Ghana da CNN be cover okrom ha Mobati helicopter de. Obati gang. Warrant yapa edim. Mesemo bibi da on. Oba se helicopter gina so de. Obati gang. Yapa no. Or say warrant to search. Warrant 1, warrant 2, the tigers are bem to dim. Ya baby is standing in a very rassy. Messimo pana dream muska, yen baby a scaneko. Yen baby, ya baby, ya bessa bibi so ni. Na sabi be the join we are, and I say crazy what town. Oh, heneno. Ona will store criminal money. Yet ti chrome ha. Now, I mean you just be munchra wa ha. Haruna Idrisu Akasa. And Mamenji Bibi Munchro. Double track there by the it was because Nana Dankwe Kufuado, MPP for Bawumiamno Munimiansa, Omo say in Korabe Breko School, no, I was almost see more classrooms. Now, Haruna Idrisu said, double track no, NDC share boss Omubeye Fuo. As we speak, they have put together a committee to sit down and find solutions into what 11-member committee. And omujima de nyina say omunka mutimbo munye investigations ni double tracking through. That means Haruna Idrisu wants to expand the accommodations in our schools. Haruna Idrisu, he has plans to make sure say e-blocks no, he wants to finish the e-blocks. Because the only way you can get rid of a double track and is to make sure there's enough place for the kids to stay, and also there are enough classrooms that they can at the end of the day enter to study. Into Haruna Idrisu at the committee about say almost fine tunings, no. Now I'm making sure say about way about power, no, there will be nothing like Ariane and Opa, blue, red, and green. MPP no more Jimmy. Ekufuado did not understand review. Baumia never understood review. They understood review as cancel, and they are buying papaba. Into Haruna Idrisu say a committee will put it committee together, 11-member committee. I'm about finding the solution to a double track. And the Abenako school on the Kwame Amwako. What is going to happen? And they say, Omunina kwa, Omeden, Ombeba the same time. Time and echo SS and sanity. Yenina echo boom, near Makwaya boom. Send your bayer will be to me Kobo Jantra. Inti Kwame from Pomba Fia, I will say, who say, so Kwame from Pomqua Chimota. The same time, no, a Yakobna Fosu, also El Prempe. Achimota for Bafia, I will say the same time, no, Prempe for Bafi. And the Achimota Buffy, na a Preseku school, na Quabra Boatin, Dabi, and then I'm a Jantra and I be brino, and then I'm a Galamse and I be brino. When the government solves the issue with free SHS and solve the issue with a school accommodation, that illegal and as a Galamse now, young people are now involved. The majority of them come here Galamse no. Our parents in some school, Ubuha ofri Tanoso. Now Oko school seshi, and I say Edian Amansie. Obuaha ebia ofri Navrongo and Okosku amansie. Akorano, it was not his intention to be part of illegal mining. Now what is happening is Akorano kwatena amansie west no. Oko hono we nya school fia ntena because Oko boarding house you need exit to go out. So school no wall in down krampa. The idea say you create an invincible wall. Ewo school no hono. Upia you are cautious. Now, majority of these young people involved in illegal mining, no, and they are enticed because what happens? And they say, in Koranukwa, they go rent in the communities. Now, say, boy, no, obetina community ni mua. Oh, who say there are young boys who are not going to school. Omuwaska, omukongurema, no mabanom kuteska. Now, the kid will start asking, why don't I join these same boys? Because only I'm gonna take the same neighborhood. Only I'm gonna take a dime bakum. So they are enticed by what they see. At the age of 16, 17, 18, you are easily convinced, you are easily enticed, you easily fall to a peer pressure. Into what you see outside, you are forced to join these people into the bush to become an illegal miner. Into Akrebuaha, Nema Mona Vrongo, Akraniko School, Amansia West, Akrania Galamse, Nema Minim. Akranima me fra so Yama Kwanya da who school. Into my minute to me ready a calendar no. Nebaba no Amansia West. Amansia na akwaranete no ne maame ete de tanoso ne maame te beposo ne maame te ho na akwara na ote amansia young girl no ono na ote on school wakọ high dime ba ko no team chamber one room ono nipa mienu na dem nipa ono ni team no ne boyfriend wo area ho a sebio ono so ya gala danamfo no koba na odi sika ba obeni aduane Every day, no, what they see is what they want. These are kids at an age whereby they are interested in everything. They want everything to be easy for them. In this one, girl being a tia bontine as a border. Not girl no koba, or kono boy koyen diane, or kono obano kuta iPhone. That little girl who is supposed to be in boarding house, she will be enticed to be following the other boys, no, nadamfu. Boys were better than Ashawini. Ain't no man met to ho, no man miss over school, and so now otiamansie, efie, na enquara efan sekramine. Now, if your daughter or your son is in a confined area, na odimse school no wa, onima da ne papa na ne maame beba. Onima da obeshia the teacher wa bontene. As far as you are a border, that invincible wall no, ya 12 so it is easy for you to even step out and stay long. Me boarding house. You're breaking boundaries all the time. But you know what kept us coming back? We were scared outside than even being inside. The reason was that Sawa Bontina, you don't know who you are going to meet. You could meet your headmaster. You could meet somebody who is related to the matron. You could even meet your parents' friends. So you are always eager to finish what you're doing and come back to school to stay in school. So the number of times we young men like us, we stepped out of school, no, it was so small because we didn't spend a lot of times outside. We spent more time in school than outside because we were always cautious. Maybe breaking boundaries. But every time I stepped out of school, upon the mayor I am working within time to go back to school because minim say my fast man come back. Na me papa besimichi, me uncle besimichi, and a housemaster crowd detective say I'm not on campus. I might be kicked out of boarding house. So these are things that will lower illegal mining. That's why today you see more young people involved in illegal mining. Mamika be sure when you go to majority of our communities are illegal mining or galamse wana. And Kwarabe Bromia Galamse, they are in the senior high schools. Yeah. And all of them will tell you, say, we are students, but Yanko school. Majority of Nkwarana Omo Galamse site, no, only a student to schools. Because there are no rules, there are no boundaries. Into Adia Haruna Idrisu, he is basically going to take about 30% of the pressure of illegal mining. And Nkwarana are enticed to be in. He is taking it off the streets. Where Jimmy I want to see, because you see, Ghana problems to do so. We have to be tactical and smart dealing with our problems. You cannot just sit in an office or sit in Accra and say, I've solved all the problem. The menace na illegal mining na MPP a create it's going to take us years to fight it. Now, it will take intelligent, wise people to slowly dissect and pick how to solve the problems one by one. Then, when we say something like illegal mining, it's not something to fight easily. You can dismantle it slowly. You cannot just go in. Anything sometimes I'm saying, say, I'm buying it day. It's the NDC about power. 3 months. I'm saying, wait, Jimmy. You need to dismantle free illegal mining in Ghana slowly, because there is not a single solution to fight illegal mining. Not single solution. So you guys are a single solution to fight illegal mining. You're a fool. You don't know what you are doing. You need to dismantle it slowly. And how do you dismantle it? And they are so water guard about, they are doing some small part of it. That's one. Now you have to tackle the young people who are enticed, young people in school because of double tracking. They are enticed. They are going into illegal mining. No? If you are able to solve that jinx, that problem, you take it out. Then you look at another. That is how you solve this issue. So it gets to a point. Martin said the president is saying, opesi shemra wa obeta kokofuo ana obeto kokofuo bia so de galamse na ebetiamra. That is how you solve it. You it's a puzzle. Actually, when Jimmy now say MPP about NDC about power, it's a solve illegal man. You don't work like that. Into MPP for they didn't know what they were doing. They saw the problem as solving it in a day. You can't do it. And into the for the Jimmy Nika say he's putting his presidency on the line, and that when you say that, that means you don't know how serious the problem is. If you know how serious the problem is, you would sit down and dismantle it one after the other. What they are doing now, they are making sure they are attracting illegal mining. Free SHS senior high school. If you are able to solve that accommodation issue, about 30% of the problem it has been solved. Now you look at other things. Abai papa enyansafo so because you say free galamsey and not illegal mining, it only happens in the forest. It starts from home before it ends up in the forest. Illegal mining, it starts from home. illegal mining. Nobody wanted to be in that forest to do illegal mining. So it means the problem started from home. So how do you solve the problem at home? You create the jobs. How do you solve the problem at home? The kid going to school needs to be in school. How do you solve the problem at home? You need to protect the water bodies. How do you solve the problem at home? So it's a whole thing that you need intelligent people to sit and solve. It's a puzzle. It is a simple puzzle. And it's just because say, "Oh my, Kobna Sante, wakotna wun to me, galam say, I am advocating, and I'm saying Jimmy." Right now, me catch them say, MPP for no, oh my, Kobna Sante mono. I told you they are going to regroup. For 8 years, did you see Omahene Kobna Sante sitting on Wontumi Radio? No. You know why? Right now, Omahene Kobna Sante at Wontumi Radio say he is advocating, he is trying to fight against Galamsey. You know what they are doing? Chairman Wontumi is illegal mining. On Galamsey no. Now who Kobna Sante wakotna Chairman Wontumi Radio so. TMU. Chairman Wontumi yaka Galamsey or Ghana, he is Galamsey. Yatiana Chairman Wontumi eye Galamsey betina radio so. Eyi sika free ne pa. Egugu table so. We were here, and a whole government institution released a statement that Chairman Wontumi has gone against the law because he went into our virgin forest without the right documentations. Kobna Sante kwasiampe na funu se kontwa akotena Galamsey ni radio so. What is he trying to do? The message he's sending and they say they are trying to clean Chairman Wontumi say he is not a Galamsey kingpin because Abona ye penachino no otene ma me fie didi. Chairman Wontumi ena ye Galamsey. Ono na ase asantema asase. Chairman Wontumi nowhere in Ghana no obi anim so onye Galamsey. Now I got to Chairman Wontumi radio to say you want to fight against Galamsey, meaning you are trying to create the impression of Ashanti region said Chairman Wontumi onye Galamsey. So Omahene Kobna Sante no me catch them say right after election, me catch them say Sankwasiafo we no, they are going to regroup and they are going to regroup in a manner onya smarter for 8 years MPP were power omo ye Galamsey etu. Why didn't Kwame Kobna Sante I didn't know Wontumi angoka Galamsey ho asem? Ask him why. Because he knew Chairman Wontumi was actively involved in Galamsey. Why is it that suddenly Omahene Kobna Sante is sitting on Wontumi discussing Galamsey? Because they want to clean Wontumi. Because Wontumi man is sikase or person called regional chairman. Because now no, they know the Galamsey title never Wontumi no. It is stinking. They want to find a way into starting conversation with Wontumi radio. So Wontumi's platform is the one fighting Galamsey. No. They are beating you. They are using their mind. That is why they are starting the conversation from Wontumi radio. Kobna Sante Jiska. They want to clean Chairman Wontumi out for the upcoming elections for him to become regional chairman. They know, say, Ghana nim say, Chairman Wontumi a Galamsey ni. And that alone should not allow him to lead the NPP because the Galamsey no, and the NPP by opposition, and the other corruption. So how do we clean Chairman Wontumi? Kobna Sante mo ye yufo. Kobna Sante mo ne obimo. That is how they level. That is, they are like leeches. I'm to say somro. I'm to say they are like. I'm to say samai. They are like they. You see, Kobna Sante mono. They know this NDC government is not going to give them room. Suddenly, and Mr. S, can you give me the video of that idiot so that I can complete this? I saw the video somewhere. Now no Kobna Sante Wontumi radio. Wontumi radio Galamsey sika na edibie ye. Wote Wontumi so fight Galamsey wabodam. Obi a Wontumi radio bia Galamsey sika na edituanika. Every single worker of Wontumi is Galamsey man in edituanika. Every single worker of Wontumi or Ghana Galamsey sika na edituanika. Now you move from Accra to come and sit on Wontumi or wherever it is to do what? To fight Galamsey. Where you are sitting is built by Galamsey money. And to say, what to join news Canada Japan cast cocaine media, cocaine sikani DBA. So you cannot go and sit on Wontumi to tell Ghanaians to say you are fighting Galamsey. The idea in say they want to use Wontumi radio to look like, hey, Wontumi na fighting Galamsey. Chairman Wontumi na Galamsey. Kobna Sante mo come na di omo, they want to lie to Asantefo. Omnim se mini anama Asantefo ni biye Jimmy. Inti yanko ni anga say oh, you started Galamsey no, operation against Galamsey no, you started wo Wontumi. For 8 years, Wontumi started wo Wontumi. And then I'll be starting wo Wontumi. Kwasiafo. Ye jirem. Now, I have 4 minutes. Mr. S, good timing. This is one thing I really want to talk about. ECG, the minister Wakasa, me say, the NPP as a political party is full of foolish people. Me say, Jandam bienu ebeye juma. Now the energy minister John Jenapo has spoken, and so far arrest is being made. And Minister Naka, or see, you started here prosecuting Kofua. Mema Kakobia Metana Radio Sunka say the minister is persecuting people. The ministry, Mamon Kasa Ankwasi Asebno, because you people are telling the minister say, so Achia Kronfua on prosecute. So when people you start to say you put people before court to jail them, Mema Kakoti, Anakobi Winibia Metana, wound to me, Asempa, Kwasi Ampenyi Bia Metana, Ayadian, Joy News. To say something the government is stepping on the fundamental right of Ghanaians. And you, Martin Pebu, everything you say, take your time and research before you speak. Sometimes you are quick to speak and it embarrasses you. It is a good advice I'm giving you. I respect you, but I think you are trying too much. Asamoba Atnase, Yenimse Franklin Kujo de IGPD Yina Mana Bodam. Do you know Sir Franklin Kujo? Ghana DDEP. Do you know? But this guy is still supporting MPP's nonsense in opposition. Franklin Kujo, aunenia boate se me. DDEP ba no. Nisika be 80% ni nyina hye. But today he's sitting there talking about human rights and why we are not supposed to go after people. And these are people we cannot sit in Ghana and entertain. They don't know what they want. Balls they don't even know whether it is one or two. These are people who know shit and they lie to you people, making you people think that they are smart. Mumusa Franklin Kujo said, how much money did he lose during the DDEP? He lost all his investment, Onika Pre. But this same person will sit there and say, the NDC is not doing this. The NDC, shut up and let the NDC work. Now, Energy Minister Wakasa, and it's got to do with that. ECG, the containers na Ayira Ewo Hinfa, Ayira Ewo Tema Port. 1,347 containers. Now, an Indian national has so far been picked up over the missing containers. The suspect claims they were sold to him last year. Now, and the government initiated serious investigations. Now, yachi India ni, nanya India ni kwa chino, yasachi other Chinese. Now, you know the funny thing? Containers no, NPP for no containers na nam dia Chinese in India for no, na cables no womu no, oman nane no. Enti, it becomes so difficult to track even the content of the container. It is 1,500 and 1,300. What they were doing over time, and they say at ECG, on their system, they have their 3,000 containers at the port. You will see, say, by the time you come to the port, realistically, they don't have 3,000 containers. They have taken the containers, given it out, and on the system at ECG, it reached 3,000. It is, oh yeah. Oh, you're smart. Now, our system, so now, so we have 3,000 containers stacked. But when you go to ECG and you go to check for yourself, the real numbers on the ground, you will see, say, 1,500 or 1,300 have been stolen. And no NSC. Now, the minister were initiating investigations. They are on the ground and they are searching. Now, today in Kwama Chinipa, almost 30. What is happening? They say, Yachi India Nibi Wajatum, or see the containers, about 40 of them, they were sold to him last year. Now, another 22 Chinese, they have been arrested. They are saying, yes, it is the ministry of Ekufwa, the MPP Fono. They moved the containers and give to. Let's listen to the minister and the Ogranti interview.
The most important one has to do with the whereabouts of those containers.
Indeed.
The briefing I got this morning, and let me comment the National Security Operatives and the law enforcement agencies. The information I got this morning is that already they've traced about 40 of them to a particular terminal or warehouse in Pung, which belongs to an Indian man of extraction. And they've confiscated all the 40 coins, and they are moving them to a secured location. The man indicates that those containers were sold to him last year, and so that's a subject of a matter of investigation, and the law enforcement agencies would ensure that the law takes its course. There are also reports of some other areas that they are picking intelligence. They will trace all of them, retrieve all the containers as soon as possible, and put the perpetrators before the courts of competent jurisdiction. Let me just sound that when we start prosecuting these people, let nobody come to say we are witch hunting. These are properties of the states. Every legitimate and legal means to ensure that we retrieve them and to hold all those behind these acts to account. And so we'll continue to work hard.
So that's the minister. Thank you, Mr. S, for reminding me. It's exactly 10 p.m. in Ghana. My man finished the story way. It wasn't just the Indian and then through the security agencies, no more arrest. They also arrested some Chinese. You can see 8 Chinese Ghanaian arrested over missing ECG containers. We know for a fact to say the NPP, they sold these containers and that they were quick to go to market. Oh, and these Yaton containers, they know what is coming. They know. Yachi Indian, Yachi Chinese they are getting close to about 30 over people who have been arrested. And they are going to lead us to Napo. They are going to lead us to Napo because Napo was the energy minister. How these people got access to the containers. So what these people do, they say, containers in the what they do is the custom officers be a committee bomu and containers in the But when it comes to ECG under Napo on the system, it is 3,000. Into a airport one na omo containers no ko what they do is say omo yi wires na wom ni nyina na wires no eya na rubber wo ho into omo yi rubber na aka kopa no man nane omo wi na the container na back. This time they were not fortunate and aban sesai into aban sesai na container na carbon they could not bring it back. All the containers that left the port in 2024, the latter part of 2024 ya ba beto aba no omo move sa container ni nyina. Right now, the Chinese, the Indian man, they have all been arrested. Indian in 40 containers in the water. This is a developing story. We know and we trust the process. Jakpa won't find the misro. Jakpa, the punisher. He's there. And Jakpa will follow it. Jakpa, another one has come. Arrest for me. Thank you very much, Jakpa. All right, now. And it's exactly 6:03 p.m., 10 p.m. in Ghana. You have 45 minutes to complete this show tonight. And it's got to do with the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Madam Tokonu. And the Asama Abetoho Ninyana say, the Chief Justice of Ghana, about 2 days ago, and it say, President of the Republic, President John Mahama, I can't say me or say, Nipa be miensa the petition be abreno. Na petition no, a petition be a ono president there, only 2 minutes obedi hu dwuma sisia if you say, Emrano emma no ho kwan. If you say on the president, oni sa to me na e was okasa petition no mahwem na mehwehwe mu wie na mabehu say chief justice odifo ana odibem. Emrano so ebo Ghana ho bra na kire say sa asem ni say bi si a e was president no or this sa petition no edema council of state. Now council of state for and I was say omo hwehwe mu pensem mu. Now so omo hwem na omo pensem mu hu say Sa petition there, emu oyiram. Ye wuni say as a chief justice. Ne one kan adwema anas oye nyoma bi a eye niamo ho sema. Now na omo di aba president and sana president at committee. Na committee no so atnase. Na ya toto chief justice ano internum no ye betumi ede eye sobo dia ide about chief justice no ye betumi di amon say ya bow sobo. Inti committee no edru wa na chief justice I was say a ton suffer no. Na can say subo we na manfo bi dia bow into wa no ya be ya no. Sa na process ne tie. Na mo kai say na Ekufuado president no. The same petition amanfo bi di ebi ebre Ekufuado say only mra no so na yenhwe at least oma Ghanaians the benefit of the doubt. Na oma the Council of State so enhwe krata nim. We 2025 Ekufuado dismisses petition for Chief Justice's removal. Until late December, and Ekufuado enya petition say Chief Justice waye nyome bia etia na adwuma na hoye no. Na sebio emrane kire say Nana Danko Ekufuado uni tumi a sebio obeka the Chief Justice wahwe krata na odifo ana onifo. Na emrano ana constitution kire say e wo se woni Council of State for dwene ho. Until wo se wo dem Council of State no mo so hwam. Na omo hwem no mu say engyinaso bi anima ombetumi no ahye nyansa adwene agasa Mr President we de engyinaso nim enti ka kire Ghana for say woni adwene ho engyinaso ni so enti why den wato atwene na Nana Danko Ekufuado ye de petition ma no sebio when one council of state for kwending komo e no totwene. Now, abaya sesa ena Ghana for mutua taxes. Ghana for almost so yawo mo Ghana omo ya Ghana for omo ka ehoma ya chichire man say omo actual petition akoma the president of the republic say Mr. President John Mahama, Chief Justice Tokonu in the past waye nyoma bia sa nyoma na waye no entwa yie. Nyoma bia waye no etia eyedien constitution no. Nyoma bia waye no etia ne office na oyedien otia no no. Inti Mr. President yenim say uni to me obetuma je krata we ahwem apam Chief Justice. Na emom constitution ma ho kwan say kebi ma min kebi ene se ne obebu eye Ghana mranti e wo say wo ma eyedien eye Council of State so enya krata we no mo hwehwem. Na Council of State for nya krata no mo hwehwem a no mo say asema ye kana e wo nyina so a eno na Chief of Council of State for no ene what na se na what committee a sebio omobeye mpense mu na nkasa ehun se Chief Justice e wo se ebo no sobo na se ni se ebo no sobo. Now anka semwe de anka simple inti ka hwema stage 1 president ni petition na stage 2 na wahwem stage 3 no the ama Council of State so omuso nhwem stage 4 se Council of State for hwem no mu se ngina so ma stage 5 no ma president wo stage 6 no na tena Mr. President se sia de wu se I say ngina so kakra wo stage 7 na president no at committee na sa committee ni judge for te so Ghana for a omunya law so te so ena mpanifo bia omuso hia te so na stage 8 sa committee no ato omun sa for Chief Justice no sa committee na so ebetumi de asem na omu gina so ayo mpensem no e de soma Chief Justice je na we ene asem ya ka to so stage 9 na Chief Justice na ba na stage 10 omaka say udi for ana undi for stage 11 ni apamo no eno anu no e simple Ghana constitution is kire na so Chief Justice yanim se wadi bone na osuro se onim se dwumadi ade ma no sa dwumadi ade ma no wetietie nipa fa ahodie so ana se wabu mmra so Chief Justice no I se ware eyedien anoma ana se wetutu anoma e na ode abekire se aboa beni Chief Justice as ware anoma bi na esoso ne daye Chief Justice no me no woka say petition yere koma Nanado Danko Ekufuado from 2024 to 2025 Nanado Danko Ekufuado sheda leaky petition no unma de kwenti o leaky petition no o leaky is a petition way because na opese Chief Justice no any idea of the allegations against her. When we say yes nipa me such a petition but ever sin there obi ehun the petition it is because Emrani Chire say until a committee is set by the president and that committee at the end of the day decides to show the Chief Justice the allegations against her no the Chief Justice who allegations have been leveled against her no cannot know the allegations. You can't. You can only know the allegation after a prima facie case has been established for the committee to be put together to look into it. And so far no the petition cannot be leaked or cannot be shown to the Chief Justice, and then they say you are not supposed to have a pre-knowledge of the allegations, because the moment you get pre-knowledge of the allegations against you, you will prepare yourself for questioning. Into Sebio 1 year gubebi akwako paper. Sebio so adu so gubebi akwako paper. So it is clear that what the president is doing, the president of the Republic of Ghana, is going by the laws of this country. You cannot jump gun and tell the president to say, you know something, I want to know the allegations. Samiti yakasa obi akoto muna na minim samento muna no. Samiti asori de ne yaka muna tofo a mini problem na me regam. Samiti asori dem ne yaka se ye pa oma makọ wia bidie a me wia bidie nti emfa me ho. E kire wakọ wia bidie ne yaka se mo amwo ha mo wia bidie no ye bebọ mpa na oyem hyehyw. The Chief Justice, if she is not guilty of anything, she should not even worry herself. She is supposed to allow the process to work. But the Chief Justice is doing something. What the Chief Justice is doing is say she is rather trying to create a bad name for the government. She is using the NPP to basically make the government look like, say, they are against her. A Chief Justice should understand, say, process is very important when it comes to law. Due process is the first thing when it comes to you understanding what we call law. it is looking like our Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, does not want due process to work. Including the wire. Madam Tokonu and the MPP, no, they want to disrupt the system. They want to disrupt the process. The due process, no, the Chief Justice indirectly wants to use the MPP, former Attorney General, Godfrey Damina Nana say no, on the and these MPP MPs, they want to sabotage due process. And how are they doing it? This is what Madam Tokonu, and from what we are seeing, this is what they are trying to do. One, Madam Tokonu today woke up this morning, say, give me copies of the 3 petitions seeking my removal and at least 7 days to respond to content to petition. Madam Tokonu Kache John Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, say, and the arrogance in her letter, or Kache President say, give me the petition. Madam, when prosecutors stand before you, do they give you every details of their case? It is due process. When a prosecutor or a lawyer stands before you, Madam Tokonu, in your court, when they come to court the same day, do they present all evidence to you? There's a reason why, when even lawyers are before you, they don't give you everything. Because it will depend what their opponent, what the other party will say. That will call for what they need to bring out. Some lawyers have about 15 evidence in their closet. They decide to use one at a time. The reason is that they are also being careful about the move of their opponent. Now, if you are not guilty, why are you in a rush to see the allegations against you? Because as we speak, Madam Tokonu, so when you're guilty about anything, why are you in a rush? Especially when you know due process, when you know how the law works. The president does not have the power to release allegations. The president needs to consult with the Council of State. The Council of State need to establish a prima facie case. When they get to that point, the president will have to put together a committee. When it gets to the committee level, then the committee will have the right to give you allegations to look at. Now the issue is, why should we give you allegations for you to have a full knowledge of the crimes you've committed? Because you are in the capacity to clean any crime that you have committed. You are the head of Ghana's judiciary. And to say, and all the allegations, you have all the powers to do what? To clean your ass. So why don't you have patience? Why don't you wait? Why don't you let due process work? Why are you rubbing shoulders with the president? Why are you trying to act like you are powerful than the president? Why are you trying to use political dogs like political dogs like these MPP boys to disrupt a process? Because from what I am seeing from the president, John Dramani Mahama is trying to protect you, Madam Tokonu, unless your guilt is basically fighting you. Because if the president did not want to protect you, the president would have connived with the state, with the Council of State, and then take a decision without anybody knowing. The president could have skipped the Council of State and ignore every Ghanaian and say, let the committee come together. But I think the president believes until you are proven guilty, you as we speak, you are not a criminal. Until you are proven guilty, you as we speak, you are still the Chief Justice of Ghana. So what are you scared of? What are you scared of? Because Jemi Unukrampo said, the president of the republic basically wants to protect you. He wants to protect your integrity. He is giving you the room to clean yourself. He is giving you the room for the process to work so that nobody can, at the end of the turn around and malign you. That is why he wants a fair process. And this is a Ushe case here. John Mahama is trying to protect the Chief Justice, because if the president was against the Chief Justice, if he wanted to take out the Chief Justice, the president would have been like a Kufuor Kwasiampe, he will not listen to anybody. The next day we hear the president has seen the Council of State, he has put together a committee, Chief Justice, you are going to be fired. No, the president said, I am in consultation, meaning the president is still talking to the Council of State. Nothing has been established yet. The document is still being looked at. So why are you in a rush to tell the president to give you the allegations to see? Have you committed a crime? Maybe you have committed a crime. Maybe you have abused the office. Maybe you were too political. Maybe you know that your embarrassment is coming. Maybe you know so what dibonibi. Now this is what the Chief Justice is doing. The Chief Justice is trying to disrupt a due process. Of Supreme Court, there's due process. And the Chief Justice knows due process than anybody in Ghana. Into Busango say, at the internet Chief Justice, no, oh, the whole premise, now the NPP, they have adopted a strategy, and Afenyo Markin is behind it. Maybe I make a semi actual. I couldn't tell they are doing what they are doing. You see what they are doing now? The NPP, they have decided to go to courts. By way, we're using the enemy. Your friend no Edian, Echo BB. Now, what he's done is say, MP for Otafo, de biamu fra santimemu. You say, I didn't know him. MP for Otafo, Vincent Asifwa, goes to Supreme Court to stop President Mahama from removing Gertrude Tokonu as CJ. This is moot, even in the first place. Because at this point, what has been established that the Chief Justice is going to be removed. Until you prove to me that there is evidence, something has been established that the Chief Justice, based on that evidence, she's going to be removed. Do you know anything? It is the same way I never be the IGP and Kwasiafo the court. Because the president has not even taken the decision yet. But in Kwasiafo the court say, we are preventing it. And the question here is, what shows to say the Chief Justice is going to be removed? The Chief Justice, the NPP, they have come together. Godfrey Dame, Afenyo Markin, Ekufuado, Baomiamo, and Omasuma Jimmy way, de bia ye Pekwasiafo, ewo MPP moi, de bia ye kwa santimemu ye kwasia bako. They just want to do what? Sabotage the system. My question to these people, then they say, if you have gone to court, to the Supreme Court to stop President Mahama from removing, where in this country, document Ben Echesa John Mahama is removing the Chief Justice. And then if the president forwards a petition to the Council of State, does it mean the president is removing the Chief Justice? Or you already know the Chief Justice is guilty. Unless the Chief Justice is guilty, and Abakari say he wants to remove it. Because you need to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the president's intentions is to remove the Chief Justice. Because if the president's intention is to remove the Chief Justice, the president will not follow due process. Echire we Jimmy. Echire we Akwasia. Echire politics. And Edwa Bedruha. Because as we speak, the action has not been taken. When the president says he's in consultation, for all you know, they have even had just one meeting. For all you know, the president has not even given the petition to the Council of State. For all you know, the Council of State has not even looked at the petition. So why do you go to Supreme Court and say the president is going to remove the Chief Justice? What you are talking about is in the future. And nobody in Ghana can tell me, say, a court can rule on something that has not happened. How do you rule on something that has not happened? You can only rule on an incident that has happened. And if the thing has not happened, how do you rule in the Supreme Court on that matter? We am kwasiafo. We am kwasiafo. Removing, meaning the intentions, you cannot at the end of the day justify the intentions. Even in court, you need to be able to justify intentions. For the president alone to say he has forwarded a petition or in consultation with the Council of State, it does not definitely say the president wants to remove. It does not mean say Obama shobana say. It could be say ubutu obano so baonene nae. And for you to just see say Bema butu obaso to run to ahimfia to see say we rape me and we Jimmy because Bema na oda obano so no until we establish say Bema no eden Bema shobana say and no you cannot prove say on obana da. How do you prove President Mahama wants to remove the Chief Justice? Because whatever you are talking about here is in the future. And how is the court going to be able to rule on a future matter? And you see, this is what the Chief Justice is doing. Because out of frustration, you make a lot of fundamental mistakes you are not supposed to make. Because to me, so Busamia, the President of the Republic is protecting the Chief Justice. What if the Council of State advised the president not to take any action and that they don't see anything in the petition? What will you say? Let's say, Ochna, the Council of State to write a letter to the president and say, Mr. President, you have forwarded a petition to us, or 3 petitions. We have looked through the petition. We don't see anything against the Chief Justice. So, Mr. President, take your word back. What are you going to say? Now, you are giving us the room to believe, say, the Chief Justice is guilty. You see, these are things that and you see, maybe I make a just relax, Chief Justice, and let the system flow. Let the due process na respect. Let due process flow. Me call law school that. My in-laws are all lawyers. They have their law firms. My father-in-law has his own law firm. My mother-in-law has her own law firm. Me 2013 I'm sure LSAT. law school entrance exams, and I'm sure New York. Me metena New York 7 years. Na nipa bebre di ngure no mumba America. Me metena New York 7 years. I know every street in New York City, every corner of New York City. Yeah, me, we did these things. I could have entered my father-in-law's law firm and do law. I don't need it, but at least apply common sense. At least apply common sense and see, say, what we are looking at here. No, the president in China Council of State, say they are not interested. They have looked at the whole thing and that they don't see anything there. What are you going to say? You get what I mean? This is the same Chief Justice who ruled that their birth certificate is not a proof. Say Ghanaian. Wasn't it the same Chief Justice? She followed due process and she ruled nicely. This is the same Chief Justice, and she will find it difficult to even explain to you. Chief Justice way committee the crowd friends say explain to us, are you a Ghanaian? She cannot even give a straightforward explanation. This is the same Chief Justice. Is it the same person we are talking about? Is it the same Chief Justice we are talking about? A Chief Justice who cannot even define whether she is a Ghanaian or not. She is the one who ruled on that matter. Before a committee, she could not even define, are you a Ghanaian? It took her like 20 minutes to define or to explain why she's a Ghanaian or not. This is the Chief Justice we are defending here. If even they put the petition aside and call this Chief Justice in front of a committee and say, Madam Chief Justice, tell us what makes you a Ghanaian. What is she going to say? What is the Chief Justice going to say? Now, Shadia, now it's so funny, say, suddenly, shockingly, Supreme Court to hear injunction application against process to remove Chief Justice on the 2nd of April. MPP for the case in the court, Chief Justice, oh, Tuesday, or Monday, the same Chief Justice, we're in the team. The same Chief Justice, as some of the who know, we're in the team. Say, Monday, I'm wanting us on a mundi mame. On the captain of the team. On the captain of the Supreme Court. Yadi assembly court also Monday, you be the assembly, Tuesday, you be assembly, or Tuesday, you transi. The Chief Justice is jittery. The Chief Justice is worried. The Chief Justice doesn't know what to do. The Chief Justice is making fundamental mistakes, a young lawyer will not even make. What the Chief Justice is doing is that the Chief Justice is confused. The Chief Justice is acting guilty. The Chief Justice is all over the place. She doesn't know what to do. The Chief Justice is making politicians move her around like a puppet. The Chief Justice is acting guilty. Why is the Chief Justice so eager? Why is the Chief Justice now putting up a team, a panel to decide on her case? Why is the Chief Justice not patient enough? She is a Christian like myself. You're 10 years with him over 2,000 years. Onya Botreka Krase committee ebetinase ebusa the question. And now onye Christo ni papa. Well, suddenly the Chief Justice is impatient. Suddenly the Supreme Court today is a fast-track court. This is where corruption starts. This is how corruption starts. We bend the law to favor us. Jachi question, how long has he been in the court? We have been sitting here, cases upon cases, COVID-19 cases. We are talking about anti-LGBTQ case. How long did he stay in court? Suddenly, it is our Chief Justice. In less than 3 days, we are going to court. The Chief Justice is trying to distract due process. That alone, anytime I catch him say, this Chief Justice, every single move she's making, it shows to say she is guilty of something. Because the president, to me, is trying everything possible to protect Madam Tokonu. But Madam Tokonu's evil deeds are killing her.
I was listening to our Lady Chair on ensuring that you have the competencies to be in the place that you are put. And I was reminding myself of recent conversations when people would say to me, you have held up. You have done well in this onslaught. And I realized that what has held me up is the assurance of competence. Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else. But I am quite sure that Ghana as a society is not looking for chief justices that bend and give them something other than law. And therefore, here I am. Everyone gets the law.
The law is the law. Has the President of the Republic broken the law? No, madam. Has John Mahama broken the law? No, madam. Is John Mahama following the law? Yes, madam. So why can't you wait for the law to work? Why do you want to bend the law in your own court? Because what you are doing shows that you want to bend the law. Because the president is following due process. Why can't you wait for the president to go through the due process? Why do you want to jump the gun? Why are you now selecting judges to speak in your favor in your court? Why can't you just wait? Because an allegation is an allegation until proven guilty. Or you think you are guilty, that is why you are forcing for the allegation to know the allegation. Unless you are guilty. Because if you know you are a legitimate chief justice who has not gone against the law, has not used the law against people on people's fundamental rights, you have not bent the law, you have not been politicized. Why are you so eager to know the allegations? Wait. You want a green paper or a white paper? Wait, madam. The president loves you. This is one of the most democratic presidents we've ever had. John Dramani Mahama is giving you all the room. He is protecting you. Eh? John Mahama do you know that? Because sir petition we buy no anka John Mahama betumi I ignore a Council of State, because you know something, the Council of State is an advisory board or an advisory body. The president can do shenanigans and ignore them and then go set up a committee and say sake. But the president says no. As we speak, the Council of State can say, Mr. President, what we are seeing, we don't think there is enough evidence to prosecute this woman. So why are you jumping? Because you know you are guilty. You don't want to use the law. Today you think you are powerful than the law. Today you think you can submerge. You think you can bend the law. Me say, the Bible you preach, you need to, at the end of the day, practice what you preach. So, Madam Chief Justice, whether it's a green paper or white paper, maintain your level. Maintain, sit, cheer up. God is in control. He will decide the ultimate goal. We cannot decide for God. Let the law that is our God in Ghana, the law that took you to the Supreme Court, the law that gave you the power to sit in the Supreme Court as the biggest judge, let the law work. And now you are trying to be a 1990 Christian. You are picking which one you think will favor you. Going to court and selecting your own team to come in your favor will not change the law. Let the rule of law work. This is the first time I've seen a chief justice who is jittery about allegations. This is the first time I've seen a chief justice who says, I am a Christian, I am legitimate, I am honest, I am a leader, I am applying the law, and still scared of just a mere allegation. This is a mere allegation. Only a thief is scared of an allegation, because in their head, they know their actions, they know that they have committed a crime. Our chief justice in Ghana, the whole world, Madam Tokonu, is just scared of allegations. You are scared of just allegations? Now, Mamin Chiro, inside the wagon, why they are doing what they are doing. The reason why right now, the Chief Justice is saying that, oh, Tuesday, yeah, or case, so on one case, let me show you. The Chief Justice is panicking because Nebonia, Ebia Wedino, is hunting her. Oh, my mere two for Chief Justice. Yes, you're my mere two for the dada. Do you want a white paper or a green paper? Now, the reason why the NPP, Godfrey Dame, one of the most corrupt politicians in Ghana, Godfrey Dame, or a criminal, he's a thief. You know, there's a perjury case against Godfrey Dame. Now, after Nyomakin, Bawumia, and the NPP leadership, the Chief Justice Assembly court. Now, Chief Justice, on one saying the judges, now one asem no winning. The reason why the NPP are behind this suit, and then they say, Godfrey Dame, our perjury case against him, right? Your case, Godfrey Dame, as we speak, he has purged himself. Now, say Chief Justice, sir allegations way, I am not saying sir allegations will hold. say allegation we hold here, the probability of Godfrey Dame being dragged to court to answer the perjury, it is 99%. Because the only person protecting Godfrey Dame from the Jakwa case caused the perjury, the only thing protecting Godfrey Dame is Madam Tokonu. And nothing a boy in the court no Godfrey Dame na any lawyer because Madam Tokonu no wakachre almost say so omo mani na omo tina hona se yina omo nyina beko jail. Into the first person to suffer the casualty or the first casualty in this matter is Godfrey Dame. The moment there's a chief justice, a change in chief justice, somebody can go to court and seek for interpretation. Or Godfrey Dame actions against Jakpa case. You see, sir, they know, sir, the moment there's a new chief justice, that chief justice will not be political. He will allow the system to flow. Into the person who is likely to go to jail, Godfrey Dame. That is why you see Godfrey Dame being the lawyer for Tafu MP to take the matter to court. Because their biggest fear is that when the chief justice is removed, their shield will go away. Their only protection left now as criminals in Ghana is the chief justice. The only protection Akama MPP for, and I am not sitting here to say the chief justice is guilty or not. No, I don't know what the committee, the Council of State will come up with. The allegations, I don't know. I don't know what is in the allegations. But the only shield for MPP Akronfowe is the chief justice. Some of the judges who will be sitting on cases from now who are going to be biased, it is the chief justice who will put them on it. And it's the chief justice way by power, or Kacha Ghana for say now she is the only person who appoints judges on cases because she decides which judge takes which case. First, it's a pool, and in the case automatically the system will pick this judge. Right now, Chief Justice Madam Tokonu points to judges. For case way. The moment Madam Tokonu is out, that democracy now your judiciary enjoy, whereby every judge can get a case to sit on without knowing where it's coming from. No, that thing will come again, and that these people, their shield will be taken away. Into the MPP for Afenyomakin, he will go to jail. There are so many people in the MPP who know, say, well, Chief Justice Madam Tokonu or free or pay almost show the court. She is the only body shield they have now. Now, Godfrey Dame, what will happen? And they say, oh, young man now. After your marking, my mention in some basis. Oh, young man, now after your marking, echo fan a year. After your marking, ma Deborah, ne subordinate tobacco, echo ne basku, echo after your marking, girlfriend in your JJ, and then a quarter share man and bananumno. You say the man went to the General Legal Council. Now, this is what is going to happen. Do you know, sir, on the General Legal Council, the Chief Justice only the biggest power on the General Legal Council. Now, if the Chief Justice is changed, maybe the new Chief Justice will come and say, Sir Adena Afenyomakin here, he deserves to be disbarred. Because he or she, Nipa will be taking over from this woman. If the allegations are proven, that person is going to be open. So Afenyomakin Adena or me, I will lead that gentleman to take the matter back to the General Legal Council. And Afenyomakin needs to face the law. So Afenyomakin will be disbarred and he will stand trial. Because the General Legal Council that Enya Madam Tokonua or Afenyomakin Adamfono, that General Legal Council will be fair. How can a whole lawyer send a subordinate to go to young kids, already 3 years school, to go with sacks to go and kidnap them? And this fool is standing in parliament, say, or a minority leader. There are so many things these people are trying to protect. And into court, because as far as Madam Tokonu is the Chief Justice, Afenyomakin will still work as a legitimate lawyer, whilst we all know he's a criminal because he went against the ethics of the law or the ethics of his job. And you see, there are so many things. And the Chief Justice is scared. Right now, the Chief Justice, who is speaking for her? Only MPP. Right now, the Chief Justice, why is she so eager to see the allegation? Because she's guilty. In her head, she's jittery. Why is the Chief Justice not allowing the law to work? I am asking a simple question. The Chief Justice is so jittery. Today, the Chief Justice wants to set up her own court, appoint her own judges, and say, set me free. It does not work in any democratic dispensation. What you are doing, Madam Tokonu, your actions, the way you are pushing this case quickly, it shows you are guilty. I know in my heart, Senator John Mahama, he is doing everything, and today he's still doing everything to protect you. Because you see, John Mahama has always been somebody who has never wanted to use his power to intimidate anybody. But John Mahama tan Chief Justice anka sa petition we buy no anka obes no be a Council of State. No go straight to committee. But John Mahama said no. The Chief Justice needs fair hearing. Or Ghanaian, she's occupying an office. We cannot break due process and say Chief Justice, you know. But the Council of State, as we speak today, can come to the president and say, Mr. President, what you gave us is not strong enough for us to give you the green light to go to set up a committee. You are good. So why are you fighting? Why is the NPP in court? Why is the Chief Justice quickly saying, I want to meet you in court and judge my own case? The Chief Justice, to me, as I speak to you, Madam Tokonu is guilty of a crime. The president is protecting her and she's saying no. Madam Tokonu does not need the protection of John Mahama. John Mahama is doing everything possible to protect the Chief Justice by making sure due process works. But the Chief Justice knows the crime that she has committed is a lot. How can a whole Chief Justice, the whole Ghana, our Chief Justice, she is scared of mere allegation? Really? Madam, Inti, just an allegation, you are scared. Nothing has been established against you. Nothing has been established against you. As we speak, Rampono, we don't even know whether the Council of State, they have met or not. We don't even know. Nothing has been established against you. Why are you telling MPP to come to court? Why are you behind the MPP saying they should come to court so that you can put your own judges together? What are you scared of, madam? This is mere allegation. Nothing has been established. The president is a fair man. The president is a democratic leader. The president is protecting you. You don't need it. If you don't need the protection, then tell us, do you want green paper or white paper? If you don't need the president's protection, if you don't need John Mahama's protection, then Madam Tokonu, tell us Ghanaians, what paper do you need? Green paper or white paper? Because it looks like you are deciding what you want. You want to decide your fate. We want to help you. You don't want to be helped. And that is what I am seeing about our Chief Justice. Our Chief Justice has decided to slaughter herself. Our Chief Justice has decided to murder herself. Our Chief Justice does not want to, at the end of the day, be our Chief Justice. She is pushing herself away from her own position. John Dramani Mahama has been fair. He's a legitimate, honest leader, a leader who respects due process, a leader who respects offices and democracy, a leader who wants to protect our Chief Justice to make sure she gets a fair hearing. Our Chief Justice, on the other hand, is scared of mere allegation. Does it mean the Chief Justice is scared because she has been involved in things that she was not supposed to be involved in? Does it mean that the Chief Justice is scared of the allegations because she has committed a lot of crimes that is eating her up? The Chief Justice is scared of something, and we will get to the bottom of that. The Chief Justice of Ghana, Madam Tokonu, you are scared. You are scared. You are scared of something. You cannot sleep. Your heart is beating. You are worried. The president is helping you. The president is making sure due process works. You are scared. Your heart is pounding. Your BP is up. 2 o'clock, you are up. You are picking phone calls. You are texting. You are receiving messages. You don't know what to do. You are deleting emails. You are so confused. You sit back. You take a sip of water. You want to recollect. Have I done something? This one, was it right? Does someone know? Did I talk to this person? Am I sure I can trust him? I can trust this guy. You are hallucinating. You don't know what to do. You eat and you cannot swallow. Chief Justice, you are in the middle of the ocean. Do you want to drown or you want the president to help you? Chief Justice, why are you scared of just allegation? Our Chief Justice is just scared. Your heart is beating. You are scared. You are worried. Have you committed a crime? The Lord was watching you. All these years, you said you were a Christian. You had faith. You believed in God. You worked with diligence. Why are you scared, madam? Why are you scared? Why are you scared? Why are you running around like a headless chicken? Why are you calling people? Why are you telling the MPP to go to court? The process needs to work. Allow the process, madam. You say you believe in the law. You are scared. You are very scared. Have you committed a crime? Sit in your room, turn off the light, and speak to your God. Leave everything behind. The president is your Jesus to help you. Allow Jesus Christ, John Mahama, to hold your hand and take you to the land where you enjoy, where you have peace of mind. Why are you scared, madam? Your heart is pounding. Dim, dim, dim. Your BP has crossed 200. Beep, beep, beep. When you drink water, it does not go down. Bra. Chief Justice Madam Tokonu, whatever you did is haunting you tonight. You are living in a horror movie. Do you want a white paper or a green paper? I am a messenger, the messenger without a Bible or a Quran, the messenger who is ready and willing to speak truth to you, Madam Tokonu. Let due process work. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Have a wonderful night. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. We will meet tomorrow and discuss Ghana. Cheers. Good night. Abuache. Gigim.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer my Abuache. You will for Belgium, 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 it was a Belgium, 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 it was two Belgium, 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 why you're why round what? Why you're why round what? Why you're why round what? Why you're super why round what? It was for Belgium, 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 it was a Belgium, 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 it was two Belgium, 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 it was a Belgium, Belgium, Belgium. Why you're why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round what? Why you're why round what? I want it. Original. I will go for Belgium, I want to be Belgium. Where you mind grumba. I want it. Original. I will go for Belgium, I want to be Belgium.